決分途中男嫌いがたまに傷触れられるとげちゃうごじらし雨の木先女学院2年 A 組宮前かな子宮前かな子
Dear Mother in Heaven, it's already been a few months since I transferred to Aminokiseki. However, I have yet to find my fated love. But I can't lose hope. I have to give it my best before summer vacation. With time running out, all I can do is try to stable so those oldie but goodie girls comics. Running to class with a piece of toast in your mouth? Cliches like rounding a corner and bumping straight into each other. Is that what you mean?
If you ask me, putting pate instead of butter on your toast changes the scene from oldie but goodie into flat-out grotesque.
I'll be back! Miss Storm Leader! Miyame, that simply won't do. If you go running down the hallway while eating, you could die. Why did the side with the pate have to fall on the floor? Dear Mother in Heaven, despite these trials, I will not quit. Just as you had your fated meeting with Father here at the Academy, I too vow to find my true love! Great, I'm lost. Kaminokiseki's campus is way too big. Oh? Holy crap, this is... Girls Storm 1? Yeah, I stumbled across it this morning. It's not on any map, so I thought it'd been demolished a long time ago. But I guess it's still here. I'm surprised. I didn't think you would know about Girls Storm number 1. What? Why wouldn't I know about it? Everyone's heard of the legend from that place, right? They say that if you go there on one of the Chinese calendar's lucky dog days and confess your love under the magnolia tree in the dorm courtyard, the resulting couple will be blessed with eternal happiness. The lovey-dovey jinx, you mean? You've heard about it too, kid? It shouldn't be a surprise all the students know about that legend. Well, that's great. Believe it or not, my mother and father became a couple under that magical magnolia tree. Huh? And then we decided that tomorrow we go to see the tree blossoms together. I see. So you're saying the place is a reminder of your father and deceased mother. My, how delightfully romantic.
Romantic memories or not, you really want to check out a place like that?
Wait, what do you mean a place like that? Maria, could it be that you're jealous? You're afraid that while I'm sitting under that magical tree fighting the love of my life, you'll be alone and miserable forever?
Oh, because it's just that easy, huh?
Well, yeah, because it just so happens that tomorrow is one of this month's lucky dog days. In other words, if I can fast forward watching the blossoms under the tree, the two of us will be bound for eternity, just like the legend says. But who shall I confess my sweet love to? Will it be Sachi? Or perhaps Yuzuru? Kitty baby? Oh, so many times!
Maria Holic, basic knowledge. Kaneko is a lipstick lesbian.
But if I confess my love to all three of them at once, then I'll have my own personal harem for eternity. A sumptuous piece of flesh.
Also basic knowledge. She's a lipstick lesbian with a very dirty mind.
So you're honoring the memory of your parents with talk of harems and feasts of flesh? There are no limits to your depravity, are there?
But still, overcoming that harsh ordeal just to look at some tree? That seems kind of weird to me. Did your friends honestly say they'd go with you?
What harsh ordeal? Listen, if you're trying to make up some stupid story just to ruin my fun, then I'm not buying it! Kaneko, are you blissfully unaware? Girls Dorm 1 is built on land adjacent to our sister school, Mahoshi no Mori Academy. An all-boys school.
Here's some more basic knowledge for you. Kaneko doesn't really care for boys.
That's why at one time Girls Dorm 1 was rife with stalkers, panty thieves, peeping toms, and all sorts of problems like that.
So eventually they came up with the idea to lay a series of traps there to protect the girls and ward off would-be intruders. However, that's when all the tragedies started happening.
People set every kind of trap imaginable until the place became like a fortress. Naturally, it was impossible for outsiders to get in. But eventually, it became just as impossible for the residents as well. What you're saying is everyone involved was an idiot, huh?
I can't stand it when stupid people call people stupid.
In any case, that's why Girls Dorm 1 was, by necessity, closed off. However, some people still attempt to overcome the many traps for a lover's date. Thus, the origin of the lovey-dovey jinx.
I don't know the details, but from what I've heard, most challengers don't even make it through the front entrance. That said, it's no surprise the students call it the Gate of Trials.
A name that stokes the flames of danger! I can't believe everyone's coming with me to such a scary place! I'm lucky to have such nice friends!
I'm starting to feel like taking a trip to that tree myself. But living with you is trial enough for me, so I think I'll pass after all.
But even if I'm not there to help out, I'll still be cheering for you! I can't believe it! You're actually on my side for once! Dear Mother in Heaven, tomorrow I set out on an adventure with you in my heart, along with some very special friends I've made at Aminokiseki. Kaneko, we're over here! Good morning, Sachi! Hi, Yuzuru! Hi, Kitty! Let's do our best to overcome these come trials.
Are you being serious, Kanako?
Well, yeah, I definitely don't want to be a burden, so I'll dive right in and give it my best shot. Is that so? Very well, then.
To be quite honest, I think we've misunderstood your feelings somewhat, Miyame.
Sorry, we thought you just wanted to see the tree, so we weren't taking things seriously.
Let's dive right in together, then, shall we? Yeah, thank you, everyone. If we team up, I know there's nothing that can stop us.
First is the Gate of Trials. What's our plan to break down the door and get inside, Miyame?
No prob! I just happen to have a lockpick set with me, so I'll take care of this in no time. Wow, this is a pretty old-style lock. It's like they're asking people to break in.
Momoe always has everything on hand, so the lockpicking set itself isn't surprising so much as her knowledge of how to use it.
I suppose lockpicking makes for an amusing hidden talent, but it does make you wonder where she picked it up. The Gate of Trials. What kind of terrifying traps wait for us beyond this door? A forbidden pitfall? A masochistic crushing saline? Clothes with these spray loaded knives? Certainly not writhing sticky tentacles ready to slither their way into every orifice! Kanako, are you alright? This Gate of Trials will be terrifying. Can my body withstand it?
Kanako, I got it open!
Thank you, Sachi. Now then, let's go, everyone. Are you guys ready? Look out! It's Ryukin. What are you doing here, of all places?
I heard it through the grapevine that you guys were planning to take the Girls Storm 1 challenge today.
Who says heard it through the grapevine?
Fortunately, it seems I made it just in time.
But from the looks of it, this arrowhead is made of rubber. I hate to say this, but I think your approach was more dangerous than that arrow.
Onward, everyone, to the field of battle.
Don't you guys think it's a little strange?
What do you mean, Yuzuru? You noticed something?
Well, for a building supposedly closed off for so many years, it seems very well cared for, don't you think?
The first challenge. Judging by what happened at the front gate, I'd better open it myself.
2 bathtubs filled with water?
What kind of trap could this be?
Does this mean we're supposed to get naked?
Hold on a second. I've seen this before, more specifically on a TV program from a few years back.
Oh, like when they give advertisers free commercial time based on how long they stay in a tub of scalding water?
Yeah, but they just make it look like it's hot, but it's really just lukewarm, right?
It would seem that this hot water is genuinely hot. The first challenge, scalding hot bath. Listen up, Wimps, the rules are simple. Get in those hot baths without any friggin' complaint. For every second your sucker ass stays submerged, you'll get coins as a reward.
Coins as a reward? Is it for real? Did that mean what? Be brewster! Hot skin tends to those lightning me. The tantalizing look on beautiful girls' faces as they enter a boiling hot water! So why did it end up being me? Just my luck.
Way to go, Kanako! You scored so many boiling bathtub whatever coins!
In any case, we've successfully cleared the first challenge.
Yes, but there will certainly be another to come.
The second challenge, they will come, the slot machine.
What the heck is that supposed to mean? Who will come from? Where and why?
Step 1, insert coin. Step 2, pull the lever. Step 3, they will come.
Alright, but who the hell is they? Oh. In any case, maybe we should try using the coins you won from the hot bath challenge.
I'll give it a shot this time, Kanako! After all, we can't just let you do all the dangerous stuff now, can we?
Matsurika?
Huh?
Huh?
Good afternoon. I'm Matsurika, your helper in a pinch character.
The slot machine summons Matsurika!
She has a full orchestra behind her, too.
That guy in a tuxedo even rolls out a red carpet! Good afternoon. I'm Matsurika, your helper in a pinch character.
Yeah, we heard you before. Now what the heck are you doing here? You're not the one who set up all these stupid traps, are you?
Stupid traps is just something I can't let fly. Can't. Indeed, Yonakuni. It's been quite a long while since we've had challengers at Girls Storm 1. Shall we keep watching? Perhaps if we're really nice, we can show them a little bit of God's mercy. Unfortunately, Mistress Maria is not involved. I was hired today for 821 yen an hour. This is simply a part-time job.
821 yen per hour is the minimum wage set by the Tokyo government as of October 24th, 2010.
A person's heart cannot simply be bought with money. However, there's one thing that will always set a woman's heart aflutter. This exquisite, eternal sparkle.
You were bought off with jewels instead?
Are you ready, Miyame? Time for the third game. Strike.
Yay! That's what happened in trial! Or trap! Or something
What do
hardcore!
you mean, that game? I meant that third trial /
squash trap thingamajig or whatever.
Don't even bother with the cover story.
Third trial strikeout. It's a pitching training game where you throw balls at a strike zone divided into 9 panels.
Very well. I will throw first. Thanks, Ryuken.
Oh, so this is where Ishima makes her big play. Looks like this could finally get interesting, huh?
I must visualize it. Visualize it. It's the bottom of the 9th with 1 out and both teams tied. They have a fast runner on first. They're going to have him run and steal some bases, no doubt about it.
Don't you read it right?
Wow, that was a great throw!
Burl.
Oh my, I can't bear to watch.
Matsurika.
Summoning your helper in a pinch character will cost 10 coins. Do you wish to summon your helper in a pinch character? Yes or yes?
Yes, I guess.
Beep. Command entry verified. You use 10 coins and won 10,000 yen note. Matsurika has been summoned.
10,000 yen down the drain! Matsurika needs entry fees! I totally can't leave my wallet!
And the next pitcher is Matsurika! Now then. The fourth amusement, the super fast room runner.
Talk about the lackluster Navy! Why do I have a feeling amusement is false advertising?
The fourth attraction is the agile.
Just stop with the fanciful rewording! But if I don't clear this challenge, we can't move on to the next one. Okay, I'll do my best. Violent! Okay, maybe I bit off more than I can chew. Matsurika, please be my helper in a pinch character for 10 coins.
Oh my, is it that time already? I'm sorry, Kaneko, but I'm afraid you're on your own. That clock signifies the end of my shift. Since I receive no overtime pay, I shall therefore be taking my leave.
Wait a minute! Matsurika, please! Without my helper in a pinch character, Matsurika, I can't clear this stupid game!
Sachi?
Why did you...
I'm sorry, Kanako, but don't you remember why you came here? I thought you wanted to get close to the memory of your dead mother and father. Wasn't the point to experience the same trials that they went through back in high school? Just please try a little harder. That's exactly why we're here for you, Kanako. I know these trials can be overcome together.
Sachi, I'm so kind of bothered that you almost said attraction just now, but you're right. Thanks, you all. I won't give up. Root for me, everyone. I'm going back in.
Will you look at that? I'm all out of desserts. How unfortunate since things were just picking up, huh? Well, what can you do? Let's pay them a visit, shall we? Rather than blood, strawberry.
Not that way. Without my helper and a pinch character, we lost most of our fighting strength, and I was worn down. Trial after trial. It was one obvious parody of that TV show after another. You know the one. And finally... dorm leader!
I'm not just any old dorm leader, I'll have you know. Because today, everyone's favorite dorm leader is everyone's favorite last boss. But last boss dorm leader is kind of long, so feel free to call me God.
God is the last boss of Girls Dorm 1.
That's right. And right behind me awaits the final door that will lead you all to the courtyard. Your God sure wouldn't mind eating a strawberry rice cake with her tea.
What? Strawberry rice cakes during summer? Where would we even find something like that?
Don't worry, Yuzuru,
I have a couple in my bag. I made some thinking we could eat them together. There's more than enough here, so it would not be a problem to share some with the young girl with the cat ears.
Young girl? Such flattering words are sweet music to my cat ears. However, trying to curry favor with such a What? Somehow I get the feeling I dropped the key to the final door that will lead you all to the courtyard. But surely I just imagine it. Well, looks like we're done here, so let's go, Yonakuni.
Dear Mother in Heaven, at last, the door to the courtyard. So this is the legendary Magnolia?
Welcome. We've been waiting for you.
Maria!
I'm sure you're all tired from the trials. Would you care for some tea?
You are far too kind, Shiru. The timing is just perfect to have some sweets and relax a bit.
Wow, thank you very much.
The food looks great.
May I add the rest of the strawberry rice cakes?
Maria, so this was you!
Let me clear this up. I had no idea what the heck went on while you guys were inside that dorm today. The only thing I could confirm was the 1,642 yen Matsurika was carrying in a pay envelope. That and a freaking ridiculously huge pink diamond.
What about my 10,000 yen?
What are you doing over there? Hurry up and let's have some tea.
Okay, I'll be right there, Ryuken. Oh, fine, whatever. I was gonna die, but now I just want to hang out. That really was a tough ordeal, but despite all that, I learned something. That is to say, I think I know the secret to the magic of this tree. Whether it's the girl who calls the man she loves or the man that answers that call, both have to overcome many obstacles in order to reach the base of this magnolia. Unless they hold their love for each other deep within their hearts, they'd probably give up. I doubt they would even make it halfway through these trials.
With such strong resolve between the two of them, even if it isn't truly eternal, they can have a lovely relationship for their lifetime.
Yes, I'm sure all the lovers who come here willing to face these challenges are well aware that the path through the dorm will not be an easy one. And as proof of their feelings, they do so without using that emergency exit. Yeah, that emergency exit! That emergency exit! Are you freaking kidding me?
Naturally, if an emergency exit is not installed, it would be a violation of the Fire Service Act.
No way! You're telling me I almost killed myself going through all that crap for nothing?
Honestly, we were pretty surprised. We never thought you'd go dunning in head first and leave the charge.
I couldn't believe it. Time and time again, I kept thinking that you would use the emergency exit, but you seemed really determined.
And we got to observe those trials we'd heard so much about, in a direct sort of way.
Everyone just stood by and watched without saying anything. You just set me up because you wanted me to suffer again. You suck!
Well, you succeeded, right? You at least got to experience a piece of what your mother may have felt, didn't you?
Dear Mother in Heaven, my mother, who died when I was so young that my memories of you are hazy. I feel like I caught a glimpse of you in your Amino City school uniform, sitting patiently beneath this tree, your heart pounding loudly as you waited for Father.
Wasn't it a wonderful journey, Kaneko? Now that you finally understand, all that's left is to go back the way you came.
Best of luck. Hope you don't die.
Dear Challenger of Girls Storm 1, allow me to be your guide once again.
flood warning, the students of Amino Kiseki are all stuck in their dorms.
Although it's a bit of a cliche, I believe the old saying it's raining cats and dogs would be appropriate right now.
Even without the order to stay indoors, I wouldn't dare venture out in this terrible weather.
Yeah, that's for sure. So, that's all well and good, but I'm curious. What exactly is so great about our room that everyone decided to gather here?
It's obvious, isn't it? Everyone knows that if we come here, then we have to have some of Miss Shido's scrumptious snacks.
This splendid tea must be from the town of Yame, right?
Even though the weather's gone to hell, the crazy thunder and lightning certainly makes things exciting. Even these lovely and delicious sweets are powerless in fighting off the gloominess settling in my heart.
Hey, I have an idea. Maybe we should try livening things up a little bit. Why don't we give this a shot? My friend Paola Magnani made this fantastic card game based on Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Three Kingdoms? Paola?
That's right. You've probably never met Paola since you haven't been at Ame no Kiseki very long. She's our Italian cultural exchange student from Class 3E.
Italy, huh? From Italy, the land of hot passion? What kind of incredible beauty is she? A classic Roman goddess? A pet Greek jet setter from Tuscany? A wonderful vivacious beauty from Naples with a body burning like the sun? Or a stylish daughter from Sicily, including just a hint of danger and recklessness? Well, no matter what you like, buongiorno, baby! I'll take one Italian beauty, por favore! How is it possible I was oblivious to such magnificence walking the halls of this school? Kanako Miyame, no wonder you're...
Paola's been my romance of the Three Kingdoms pal since a couple of years before she came to Japan. The power of the internet is a wonderful thing. You can find friends all over the world that have the same hobbies.
Dear Mother in Heaven, I always thought Ryukin was a promising catch, but I guess in reality she's just a Chinese history nerd.
It's easy to play. I'll give you a quick tutorial. When I read the historical information, then you draw the card from the corresponding warlord.
And what is someone supposed to do if they know absolutely nothing about the Three Kingdoms novels?
No such person exists.
Correct, they don't. They don't, do they?
I exist, don't I? Now even Unakuni, brother!
Please allow me to clear up any misunderstanding. I'm not particularly interested in romance of the Three Kingdoms.
For me, it's merely another common subject I learned as part of my education.
Oh, well, that's good then. I feel less dumb.
Hey, Kanako, if you were ever going to build your own kingdom and had to choose 10 subordinates, who would they be? I'd choose Guojia, Shunyu, Lusu, Zhuge Liang, Niju, Lushu, Ma Xiao. It's hard to choose between Zhang Hong, Xiao Ren, and Taishi Si if I had to pick.
Holy crap, he's a real deal!
Well,
Oh, jeez, I'm terrible at history.
And I'd
I
already
completely
had
suck at this game.
Did you just mention Guojia? Though he may have been a little disrespectful, I think deep down he probably was a good boy, don't you think?
Yeah, he was. So his behavior certainly made Shen-kun angry with him all the time, didn't it? I definitely say that Guojia is my favorite from all the Wei Kingdom figures.
We certainly lost a good boy, didn't we?
That card game this turns out to be. This is becoming a cross between dorky fangirls and all women swappy neighborhood.
Oh, hey, Miyame, I'll take some rice cakes this next round.
Hey, God, you guys are talking about this stuff like it happened yesterday in your backyard. But didn't all this crazy Chinese stuff happen like a bajillion years ago? Hey, Ryukin, maybe you should stop living in the past and explore our potential future.
Living in the past? Well, like they say, if you study the past, then you can build a better tomorrow, you know? So it's like that.
I mean, those people have been dead a really long time, right? No matter how much you care, your love will never reach them. Besides, they probably had tons of wives and children already.
But I...
That made her cry.
Please forgive me, Kanako. I so desperately wanted to play Paola's game that I didn't even bother to consider your taste.
That's right, Miss Ishima. You have to remember when your friends hang out together, you have to consider all of their preferences.
So instead of that historical stuff, why don't we try something a little different? This Match the Young Cuties game I confiscated from Miss Tomaru. I mean that she donated to my collection. Look, it's fun.
Fine, I guess. But what kind of preferences do you think I have, God?
Alrighty, listen up. It's simple. Match the Young Cuties is a game where you search for two similar cards out of a face-down pile. So, if you've ever played a memory matching game, then you should do just dandy with this one, too. The backs of the two matching cards are conveniently colored the same to make them easily identifiable. Even the most inexperienced players can jump in with confidence. That should even the playing ground.
I see. That's very considerate of the designers, huh?
Oh, Miss Dormlater, how about this? I have a card game I'd like to share, too. It's have fun learning the 6 legal codes. Criminal Codes Volume 2.
Why is it that everyone has their own special card game?
You should learn the 6 legal codes. It's practical information for someone that barely skirts a law like you, Kanako.
Come on, I don't skirt any laws. Let alone get any skirt. And look at the safety bubble outside. I can't even breathe.
Maybe you're the prime suspect in the case, or possibly even the victim. Everyone should know the laws and how seriously they can impact their lives. Criminal Codes Volume 1 was so popular that we decided to include a read-along CD with Criminal Codes Volume 2. This way, people have the option to play by themselves whenever they would like. I thought it would be an excellent study aid for law school students that are probably too lazy to read the book.
What kind of production empire are you running?
Every edition always sells out, and we're headed for 6 printing.
Haven't you spending enough money?
Overt blasphemous acts in shrines, temples, graveyards, and other places of worship are all crimes identified in which legal statute?
Article 188, Item 1, disturbances of profanity, moralism, and indecency at places of worship.
You don't happen to have your own card game too, do you?
As a matter of fact, I do. A lady should always be prepared for any occasion.
I can't imagine what kind of games you like to play. This is just your stupid worthless all dressed up like a card game!
For added convenience, the prices are listed on each card. Incidentally, I removed the diamond card since I finally acquired the real one the other day.
Miss Matsurika sure loves sparkly things, doesn't she?
You're kidding! Even Yonakuni has a card game?
Yonakuni's game looks exactly like ESP cards, so we can just play with our minds.
Why do I always think about even when it's totally weird stuff like this? Oh, crap!
Hello, Miyame. If it was simply a card game that you desired, then perhaps you should have tried giving me a call.
It absolutely won't do, Father Kane. A girl's dorm room is like her private garden of secrets. Even though you may be a member of Ame no Kisaki's teaching staff, men are definitely not allowed.
I understand completely, Miss Dorm Leader. Please accept my sincere apologies. Oddly enough, I just happened to be passing by Girls' Dorm 2 when a fierce rain began to fall. As I proceeded to seek shelter under the eaves, I could hear Miyame's sorrowful voice from Miss Tsuru's room, tearfully exclaiming that she desired her own card game. Oh, since I was in such a rush, I could only get this simple present. It's one of those 50-inch 3D TVs that are very popular these days.
Oh, is it now? Well, I guess since we're under a severe flood alert and stuck inside, I can try to figure out something to do with it.
That's great. Anyway, I'm definitely here to check on Miyame's well-being, and certainly not to see Miss Shidu or Miss Shinoji. Now then, Miyame, I, Toichiro Kane, would humbly like to offer this card game as a gift.
Keep your holy hands away from me or I'll die!
Miss Shidu, Miss Shinoji, please come over here as well. I would like all of us to play together. The rules are quite simple, so let's not dilly-dally. The Kumpa bludgeoning weapons used for both attack and defense in Okinawan-style Ryukyu karate. For you, Miyame. He was a painter of the foreign style during the middle period of the Renaissance.
What card game is this?
Who knows? The Conoco Screams Nonsensical information game?
Let's see. Which tasty treat should I have now? What? All the snacks are already gone? Well, that's a real pity. I guess we underestimated the turnout. That being said, there's no point pouting and starving to death in this dump, so I guess I'll just cancel the rain order. Alrighty then, everyone. What do you think about going out and grabbing some lunch? Now that the weather's cleared up, everyone should be able to attend their classes this afternoon.
Dear Mother in Heaven. Well, never mind. It's nothing, I guess. I don't care. Just forget it! Dear Mother in Heaven, look at this beautiful clear sky. It's a perfect day for clearing the gloom out of my heart. Hey you guys, sorry to interrupt, but maybe you could help me do some of this boring cleaning.
If you're really that sorry to interrupt us, then do us a favor and don't speak again.
Yes, Your Highnesses.
Why do you suck so much? Shut your mouth, be a good roommate, and let me read my damn book! I'm the bad roommate! You would put your ass on cleaning! Why you just sit around hunting virtual monsters and reading books? Cut me out!
Cleaning is nothing but play compared to this.
Really now?
Look, I'm very busy hosting a hunt. I'm trying to entertain a very important guest.
Hosting a hunt? So you're like playing with the crappy player that keeps spamming the same move on the monster, but you have to make it look like you're not better than them and say, nice shot! Or whatever, and then they do something good, even though you finished the level a million times and it's totally easy for you and stuff.
It seems like you finally understand for once, so please sit quietly until we defeat this dragon. The fate of Girls' Dorm 2 hangs delicately in the balance of this battle. I think I know your virtual guest. After all, there's only one person here scary enough to get you worried. May Artemis protect you. Victory will surely be ours. Entertaining certainly is a chore, but at least having a servant animal in your life makes it somewhat tolerable.
You're taking this conversation in a very dark direction, Matsurika.
Some people like dogs and some people like cats, but I prefer slaves.
Not very subtle today, are you?
More to the point, what was it you were bothering me about, Kaneko?
Yeah, as I was saying, if you don't do a proper job of cleaning, then you end up leaving a bunch of... Huh? How's that possible? That's weird. No dust.
Hey, don't get your nose stick and finger grease everywhere.
I've never really paid attention before, but Marie inside is so clean. Ever seen it sparkle? And what's that lovely scent? Rose, jasmine, neroli oil? The clean scent of bergamot and orange floating atop an elegant mixture of flowers. What a sophisticated symphony of fragrance! My filthy body shackles me to my own impover's hell. Can I escape this wretched life? Such elegance, such divinity! What a glorious advanced nation! Please share your wealth with this miserable third world territory of mine. Any official development assistance present for me? What's tonight? That's right,
It's like the line to get government financial handouts. Go jump out the window if you don't like it in here.
How should we live in a safe room, in a safe dorm, in the safe school, when your side is so sparkly clean while mine looks like a freaking homeless camp? I won't allow this injustice to continue any longer. Now is the time for revolution. Hanson is getting stupid. Why do I have to slave into all the cleaning? Why can't I have a maid? Of course, if I had a cute little maid of my own, besides doing the everyday cleaning, she could clean my ears with my head on her lap, allow me to sleep with me and read bedtime stories. She could scrub my back, help me pick cute outfits, and even keep my skin moisturized.
Busted our ass cleaning and you crapped it up again?
You're so cruel! Keeping my fair to all fair touch is cruel! All the touching and stripping you get to do is unfair!
Dripping. Jeez Louise. So, you're telling me that you want someone to help you clean your pigsty, is that it? I figured as much, so I already called someone.
Knock, knock, knock!
Miyame, I'm sorry, but I had no idea that your health issues prevented you from cleaning. You should have said something to me. I'd be glad to help. Yoshiju sent me a worried text earlier today, and I came here as quickly as I could. What's going on? Are you okay? She's foaming at the mouth. An ambulance! Someone call an ambulance!
Oh, my Kaneko. If your body is so weak, you shouldn't push yourself so hard.
Dear Mother in heaven, from now on, I'll live a life befitting my own social status and clean up my own messes.
Have you noticed anything different? What do you think of my new glasses?
What? They're new? I don't want to ask what's new about them and be rude, but they look exactly the same to me. Well, at this rate, all I can do is make something up. They're more shiny than before, huh?
You're right, Kaneko. Kiri's eyes sparkle much more clearly with that new set of lenses.
Lenses? That's what it was? You must have gone from plastic to glass lenses, right, Kiri? They look absolutely great on you.
Uh-huh. The last pair were accumulating a large number of scratches, you see. I studied very hard for our last midterm, and my grades were acceptable, so I bought these as a reward for myself.
Since what is behind yourself lenses for your glasses considered a reward, you could have bought something way more cute or fun.
My grades were good too, so I bought myself a little something special as well. It's my long sought-after triangle head screwdriver.
Are you kidding me? That's even less cute. I didn't even know that triangle head screwdrivers were a thing.
Triangle head screws are actually fairly common. Manufacturers use them to prevent end users from disassembling products. It can be quite inconvenient.
I'm going to get a hexagonal and star-shaped ones for my collection next time.
Those sound like wonderful rewards, Momoy.
I'm pleased to see that the two of you are well versed in the subject of screwdrivers. However, I am a little concerned. That is to say, you weren't planning on disassembling something that would get you in trouble, were you?
Well, I don't have anything specific planned, but you know, it's nice to have everything on hand just in case.
She has to work at it, huh? Well, that's nice. Sometimes you gotta treat yourself. So how about it, Yuzuru? Did you get a reward too? Kaneko, how could you be so cruel? Are you purposely trying to embarrass me in front of everyone? What? That's a question! Please forgive me, everyone. All I bought was a box of fancy chocolates. I know it's not as exciting as Sachi or Kiri's reward. It's such a boring present. Don't worry. All right, Yuzuru. It's not like this is a competition to upstage each other's rewards. And besides, buying chocolates for yourself is actually kind of cute and somewhat practical. These chocolates are super freaking expensive. They're not practical at all. Piece after piece, I savored each one like a jewel. I'm so sorry. Chocolate jewels, huh? Well, even if they're stupid expensive, they're still cheaper and way more delicious than the jewels on Matsuruka's wish list. Good call, Yuzuru. So that's more or less what happened today. Anyway, my point is, after hearing all that, I really want a reward now, too.
What, do I look like some cartoon cat that pulls whatever you want out of a magic bag or
Give me a
something?
reward right now, Maria.
I hate to break it to you, but rewards are reserved for people who work hard, or for someone who's accomplished something outstanding or made a difference. What the hell have you ever accomplished?
I didn't want to say it, but nothing. Fine, I get it. It's true. I'm just a hopeless incompetent service animal, unable to do anything useful with myself. And yet, I dream that deep down, within someone even like me, there is a mysterious spark of loving spiritual embrace that can reach the hearts of everyone around the world. So down, Maria and Matsuruka, please reveal to me the secret hidden virtue of mine. I thought you were magic. I want a reward too. Why is my life so crappy?
Magic, huh?
Miyame, if you're so worried that your drive for learning was lacking, why didn't you come ask me for academic advice earlier? Allow me to state earnestly that I am visiting for Miyame's sake. I'm not here as a patron to see Nishiju or Nishinoji. What's going on? Miyame's foaming at the mouth again. An ambulance! Someone call an ambulance!
Oh, my Kaneko. You know your health is poor. You shouldn't push yourself so hard.
Dear Mother in heaven, I'm sure you've been watching how hard I've worked since coming to Amino Kiseki. If you could only grant me but one reward, the only thing I ask for is an escape from this hell!
in the rainy season has given us a glimpse of blue skies and a feeling of summer. Mama in heaven, how are you faring these days? Not too long ago, I received a text from Maria Shiju, one of my pupils. I have been struggling with how to phrase an appropriate reply. It's not the reply's content I'm concerned with. Rather, it's whether or not I should make use of emoticons. It's true that texting is a communication method that uses brief messages. Many times, there are instances when a message's meaning is unclear, thus confusion arises. To prevent such cases, one may avoid needless emotional distress and misunderstanding by using a smiley face. However, I am a scholar and a teacher of Japanese. And as a language teacher, is it right that I rely on such simplistic methods as emoticons? If one wishes to express emotion, shouldn't one use proper language and address things in a more direct manner?
At home, I just want to tumble into a wonderland of romance. So in other words, I'm gonna venture out into foreign lands in hopes of crossing paths with that faithful love. What do you think?
So you intend to transfer?
Goodbye.
I'm not transferring. This is where my soul belongs. This school is my homeland. I'll get out of here forever. I finally escaped the boring, desolate suburbs. Now it's my chance to explore the big city and scope out the local tourist attractions. For example, chance encounters with free-range office girls, the type that can only be found roaming the metropolis. Beautiful office workers swept away by the wave of the commuter rush, their necklines shamefully ruffled by the hand of gravity. Or perhaps they suddenly break a heel and fall into a compromising yet enticingly provocative position, unable to figure out the coping machine but too demure to ask for help. Then there are office girls at lunchtime who forget their wallets and try to bribe the lunch lady with their sexy pose. Or office girls that work overtime and see the last trying justice for a hero.
Your fantasy land is full of some pretty pathetic office girls.
It's still early, so I have plenty of time to make it to the city and see some sights. As they say, love is a battlefield, but if I can change it, I work with you.
Gross. Really?
Say what? That's funny. The scale here is showing a bunch of numbers that I don't even recognize. That's right. Didn't the government change the standards for measuring length and weight recently? Don't try to give me a heart attack like that, MKS system.
Meters, kilograms, seconds. Is that the MKS system you're referring to?
Head full of useless knowledge. A pity.
So it wasn't my imagination. My uniform was getting tighter.
Been grazing too much?
Congratulations on increasing both your length and your mass.
I've seen a steady decline in your health recently, but that's what you get for living so impulsively.
Recently, I don't remember any drastic life changes. I know what it is! This is totally your fault for always having those deliciously evil snacks flying around all the time! How often have Ryukin and Don stopped by for your lovely tea time to stuff their faces with your bad dessert?
These must be those high-calorie scones that are all the rage these days, right?
They're quite delectable when paired with this high-calorie clotted cream, wouldn't you agree, dorm leader?
You can complement the fatty clotted cream with this sweet high-calorie jam as well.
That ridiculous exaggeration is as bloated as your ballooning butt.
I'm not stop ballooning! And I have you and your high-calorie delicacies to thank for the increase in my subcutaneous fat layer!
Listen, dumbass, you're the one who pigged out too much.
You apparently don't get it! A real girl will always be ready to lay her life on the line for sweet.
Please be my guest.
Pate de mi plissé de rich yet light, decadent rich caramel and alluring creme pâtisserie, rich oven-baked demi-chaud à la crème with melted your mouth biscuit dough. Flower pomme, citron, framboise, banana orange, a rainbow-colored shangri-la, fruit flavor, everything a grain of couverture. It's all their fault! I knew it was the babysitters all along!
Huh?
Prepare for my feast of wrath, you fiends! I'm gonna cut the top off of that ridiculous-looking fancy hat of yours and make it look like a chimney so Santa can land his fat ass on your head!
You do realize Santa Claus isn't real, don't you?
Regardless, I believe that the root of your problem is more fundamental than you think, Kaneko.
I have a fundamental root problem? My true enemy, sugar cane.
If you want to be technical, it's really the stem.
So now you're blaming sweet innocent plants for your pathetic self-control issues?
Whatever shall I do? I can't go to the ball looking like this. Where's my fairy godmother when I need her?
Is that supposed to be some backhanded comment to diss our school uniform?
I have no choice. I'll have to transform into Diet Kaneko.
I see. So if I understand correctly, you'll be going without dinner tonight because of all the butt jokes?
Yes, that's right, Miss Storm Leader. From now on, I'm going to live as a lone commando in the war against fat.
But, Miss Miyame, you've already skipped lunch, mid-afternoon tea time, and post-tea time dessert time. Anyway, crash diets never really work out for anyone you know.
It's all right. I'll be victorious. Diet Kaneko has a secret weapon in her arsenal.
Miyame, what exactly are you eating?
It's my secret weapon, dried shiitake. If I eat them super slowly, then my mouth will generate lots of saliva.
Wow!
Is there some sort of benefit to making so much saliva? You've heard that the human body is mostly made up of water, right? I think so. If that's the case, then chewing these rubbery mushrooms will help draw all the water out of my body and I'll drop my weight in no time. That's what I call Kaneko's desert diet.
But Kaneko, that name sounds kind of ominous.
You should think about calling it something else, Kaneko.
A craggy desert, a sandy desert, a rocky desert. Exactly what sort of desert does Miyame have in mind with this diet? Personally, desert calls to mind something romantic like the Sahara, a great pale expanse with wind-blown ripples interweaving in the sand.
Nani! Why are you the only one staying calm about this? Help us stop Kanako!
Shiitake. Stop. Kanako. What do you think of this? Marbles.
Marbles, huh?
Putting food in your mouth while you're fasting is too risky. We should try another approach. Even now, I would imagine that the rich aroma of the mushrooms is continuously stimulating your stomach. Am I correct?
Yeah, you're right. My stomach almost feels like it's eating itself.
I have heard the boxers who are trying to lose weight for a fight put rocks in their mouth to stimulate saliva. However, I suppose sanitation might be a concern. But if all we need are properly sanitized marbles, I believe that Momoe has some.
Hey, Sachi. No, wait! Why would I have something like marbles with me? Nonsense! At least you've got that little back of your shopping, little girl! No! Give me your marbles!
I'm so hungry. Why did our lame class meeting have to be today?
Oh well, maybe the lovely scent of girls I don't usually get to smell will be good enough to keep me distracted for a while.
The student council president is as beautiful as ever, and Vice President Natsuno looks as perfect as a porcelain doll.
Now then, first thing on the agenda, I would like to go over the cafeteria menu suggestions for this month. We received quite a number of requests this time for some delicious sounding items. So let's start by reading through all of them. Then we'll discuss each in further
They
detail.
discuss something else. This is gonna be torture.
Let's see. Beef a la Sicelle, a single portion size filet delicately dressed with a béarnaise or Provence sauce. We also have a nomination for lamb forestière, abalone let's rouver. Also for a blue homard à l'américaine.
I don't know what any of those words mean, so I can't tell if I should be hungry or not.
Pardon me, Madam President. I believe a full Nantua sauce would be a more orthodox choice for the blue homard. I prefer a creamy bechamel sauce, something a little more ladylike. Wouldn't a bechamel-based Mornay sauce be better? With extra cheese, of course.
I'm saved! For one speed, a low-life grub is an advantage!
If I'm not mistaken, a Mornay sauce starts as a white sauce with copious amounts of shredded cheese. Then you melt it down until it's gooey and finish it off with a heap of butter.
No, don't explain it. Ignorance was bliss.
The succulent tail of a fresh plum homard lobster. Your first bite is an explosion of flavor, the tender flesh unleashing its hot, delicious juices into your mouth. Then it's topped off with sweet butter melted together with a rich, creamy cheese. It makes for a splendid combination. Every last bite is a moment of bliss.
You're killing me here!
It was also suggested that we increase the variety of our bread selection. Packaged spreads, muffins, bagels, croissants.
Did I hear croissant? Oh, croissant! Behold these lovely croissants before me! Just a little closer and I'll have croissant! What the hell?
It would appear that Kanako has set up a sauna in an attempt to shed some sweat.
What? No more! I'm sick of this! No more dieting! Looks like all this dieting has completely fried her brains. Fettuccine, vermicelli, capellini. Sachi, stay behind me!
Wow, Kanako has really changed her image, hasn't she?
That's some unusual fashion sense.
Shouldn't you guys be a little more concerned?
Bigoli, pistoceri, passatelli, stroncatelli.
I skipped breakfast today and I'm absolutely starving to death.
Well, you should probably eat a little something before class starts, Honika.
Yes. I planned ahead and brought some ruibe with me just in case. Incidentally, ruibe is raw salmon that has been frozen, thinly sliced, and eaten cold. Unlike other dishes that's never heated or served warm, it's a traditional staple of Hokkaido cuisine. It translates to thawed food in the indigenous Ainu language.
I really enjoy ruibe after it's just been thawed.
And it's so great with wasabi and soy sauce, too.
You, seafood, smell good.
Huh?
Miyame, are you all right? Dude, no! My goodness! This is sick. My sexual fantasies and my food fantasies are getting all mixed up right now. Between the nosebleeds and the sweating, I'm kind of shocked that my body can produce any moisture at all.
Reckless dieting while you're still maturing is a really bad idea, Miyame.
Oh no, Miyame. You look terrible. You came to check on me? I just heard from the others. You haven't eaten for 3 days. What's been going on? Is something wrong?
Oh, wait! All this not eating made me forget that I wasn't eating, so I didn't fit into my clothes! Okay, Kaneko, are you ready for dinner time? Let's start heading to the cafeteria. They're having one of your favorites tonight, chicken teriyaki made with locally grown free-range chicken.
Oh, hello there. It's you, Mariaman.
So first I'm a cat and now I'm a video game creature?
No. Maria plus demon equals Mariaman.
Man, you're such a pain in the ballooning ass. If you want to starve yourself, then that's one thing. But when you start dehydrating and bleeding all over the place, you drag your roommate and his maid into your mess, too.
The hissing of demons falls deaf on these ears. Mariaman, you detestable creature. You shan't lure this poor unfortunate soul down your path of corruption. Now be gone.
Whatever.
Just be careful. Try not to push yourself too hard, okay?
We shall return shortly. If I could just make it over this mountain, I'm sure Nirvana will be close at hand. No. Guess I'll just sleep today. Piercing through the night? An enemy assault? Where are you? Reveal yourself, Steve! The storm leader! That cry I just heard was Yonakuni, wasn't it? Where is he? What's going on here? Oh no, don't tell me. There's an intruder? Kaneko? No! What in the flipping hell is wrong with you? You're lucky you were only charged with property damage because it was a dog you attacked. If you were a human, you'd be arrested for assault. I know.
The laws in Japan regarding animals are very strict.
I know.
You gotta drop this stupid plan of yours. If you try to starve yourself skinny, you'll just rebound and get fatter. Stick to a more sensible approach. Eat real food, cut back your calorie intake, and exercise properly. That's what a proper diet is, and it won't make you eat people's pets.
Oh, but doing it by the books is boring.
She wants us to hit her, doesn't she?
If you can't even get the basics right, your jacked up plans are never gonna work.
Dear Mother in Heaven, the road to a perfect body is long and difficult. I push myself to the max with weight training and cardio every single day. I've resisted the call to eat seconds, and I've shaken off the cravings to eat late-night snacks. I was afraid of the results, but the following Sunday... All right, I finally did it! Just like I planned! Guess last week was some kind of cosmic anomaly.
Not only did she not learn anything, she denied it even happened.
That's some survival tactic, and after all that crap she put everyone through.
Now that my battle preparations are complete, it's finally time to launch my attack on the capital!
By the way, Ami no Kiseki doesn't allow you to wear casual clothes on campus.
Besides banning civilian attire around the school, even within the dorms you're only allowed to wear your uniform or pajamas.
Also, they won't give you a pass to have your little romp around town whenever you please.
What? No one ever told me about this!
Jeez, didn't you read the school handbook?
Have some sense. These are the rules that govern your life. You should really keep up with them.
But what about my conquest to score some big city love?
It's dead in the water.
Dear Mother in Heaven, Ami no Kiseki is the prison. Quick, Maria, give me some text before I fall down! My grief-stricken heart can't only be consoled by family by the
Matsurika, give her the best we've got. This should be amusing.
Of course. I have just the high-calorie, artery-clogging dessert she needs. They will issue a pass if you tell them that you're studying at a friend's house, though. In fact, pretty much everyone does that when they want to get off campus.
I know, but don't go telling her all the secrets. An idiot with a bit of knowledge can be dangerous.
Good luck, Toichiro. Every day we are trapped inside by the heavy rain. Mama in heaven, how are you faring? Perhaps because of the weather, my sense of melancholy has gradually overwhelmed me. So much so that recently even my priest's robes feel tight. The other day I received word from Shiju regarding an important personal matter.
Father Kane, your clothes appear to be quite form-fitting today. Did they shrink in the rain?
The truth is, this rainy spell has left me with precious few chances for exercise. Sometimes the eye fails to turn inward, as the old saying goes.
Well, in that case, allow me to present you with Fantastic Diet version 4.2.
Fantastic diet, you say? Version 4.2? So you're saying that those supplements are the secret to you and Shinoji's fetching countenance? Such exquisite silhouettes? And yet you're suggesting it to me? Toichiro Kane? Is it true that even I could attain a perfect, elegant figure?
Also, with this Fantastic Diet second season one-time special offer, we allow a 30-day window to return your purchase regardless if you've used it or not.
What's that? Even if the container is empty and has been completely used up?
Yes, the results are proven and I place my utmost confidence in this product. Also, because this is a special one-of-a-kind sort of product, I wanted a special guy like you to have it.
Miss Shiju.
There's one catch, though. This product isn't available in any store. In other words, I wanted to cut down on advertising and distribution costs. That way I can pass all the savings back to my customers.
Wait, what do you mean?
To put it simply, I didn't want to create just another business. What I really wanted to do was create a following based on the effectiveness of this wonderful product.
You mean like a fan club of some sort, then?
Like I said, by cutting out the middlemen, I can reduce overall costs. That extra money saved instead goes to any member that introduces the product to someone else.
You mean make a sale and get a reward?
That's right! Congrats, Father!
Yeah!
Here's how it works. If you introduce this magical supplement to 10 new members within 3 months, your 10% return will increase to 12%. And if the pattern continues, then your commission will grow too. Fan club members will have breaks in advance through as they make more sales.
Miss Shiju, you're such a kind, benignant soul. Mama!
That's exactly right, Honoka. When enough qualified jurors are selected, they will then receive an envelope like this one from the court. Of course, information on the cases is confidential, so if your parents get one of these, you can't post about it on your blog or anything. Where did they come from?
Hang in there!
Calm down, Sachi. She's okay. Here, take a closer look. Although a single arrow may break easily, three will not, as the famous saying goes. This is clearly the work of an accomplished archer.
Are you worried about her or the arrows more?
Calm down, Sachi. In actuality, this is nothing but a childish stunt.
What do you mean?
Look closely. It is not a real arrow. This is like one of those cheap tricks that you would see in a haunted house.
No!
Oh, surely the way her neck is broken at an inconceivably strange angle is a trick too, right, Kitty? Come on, all of you, step back a little bit. Let the girl have some breathing room.
What do we do?
The best thing would be to take Miyame to the nurse's office. What's this?
Order, everyone. I would now like to begin the trial of Kaneko Miyame, who is being charged with assault against Mr. Yonokuni. Let's begin, shall we? The defendant, Kaneko Miyame, is accused of biting the buttocks and leg areas of the plaintiff, Mr. Yonokuni. This occurred on July 2nd at approximately... I guess the four of us are supposed to be acting as the jury in this case?
Yes. First, we will deliberate on Miyame's charges, then decide her punishment.
I thought that Japanese law explicitly states that abuse and cruelty against pets and livestock is considered destruction of property. I don't see a need for deliberation. But still, who would have thought such a minor incident would turn into such a big deal?
It just doesn't seem right. I can't believe Maria would switch sides against her own roommate and prosecute Kaneko. I guess that means Maria and Kaneko don't get along as well as I thought they did, huh?
No, I don't think that's the case. Momoi, look closely. Shiru wears the Shuso Retsujutsu emblem on her shoulder.
Shuso Retsujutsu?
It is the symbol that all prosecutors wear on their sash.
Shuso is the frost that falls in autumn, and Retsujutsu is the blazing sun of summer. That symbol expresses the conviction of those determined to uphold justice by exposing and denouncing the crimes against the innocent. The fact that Shiru prominently wears the emblem on her sash is surely no coincidence. Also in my case, the Ryu of Ryu Kanishima means heroic prestige, and can't... No one really asked you. Sorry, Ishima. Try not to fret too much. Look, Sachi, can't you see Maria's pain? Huh? I don't think anyone would want to hurt a friend by choice. Maria certainly isn't cruel. It took a lot of determination for her to make this decision and stand up for justice. She must blame herself for the situation. Maria was unable to stop Kaneko's strange behavior, but had she seen the warning signs, Yonokuni might be all right.
Bunch of suckers.
Excuse me? Even though I will admit to the charges, I don't have any recollection of what actually happened back then. I'm being honest here. I have no idea why I would bite a dog's hiney.
So are you telling the court that the attack on Mr. Yonokuni was unplanned? If that was truly the case, why did you wait until late at night when all of the students were asleep to carry carry it out?
Well, it's not like I was purposely targeting him or anything. I mean, I was just so hungry that I guess I lost control, and...
Furthermore, we have new witness testimony. They claim that you displayed violent behavior and forcefully robbed a classmate the day before the alleged incident.
No, that was just...
Objection. I must interject, Your Honor. The prosecutor's statement unjustly injures the defendant's reputation. The allegations have absolutely no relevance to our current case.
The defense's objection is hereby overruled. Since there appear to be no other injuries on Mr. Yonakuni that indicate a struggle, we must therefore conclude that the defendant suddenly attacked the helpless victim from behind and...
Objection. Since Mr. Yonakuni is just an undersized mutt, does he even have the capability of defending himself regardless of position?
Objection sustained this time. That being said, Yonakuni's footsies certainly are short, aren't they? Just look at these tiny little legs of yours. Yeah. So Matsurika is on the defense team, huh?
Yes, Matsurika's involvement is most likely at Maria's request. Since she's Maria's trusted right hand, this could prove advantageous. Perhaps Kaneko won't have to wither away in prison.
Just a sec, Yuzuru. Don't we, as members of the jury, have the right to make a statement in front of the court, too?
Yes, I believe that's how it goes, Sachi.
Pardon, Your Honor. Does the jury wish to make a comment, Miss Momoy? On the day in question, the defendant was suffering from extreme hunger due to recklessly fasting. So maybe, just maybe, she left her room in the middle of the night, starving and looking for something to eat.
Sachi.
I see. So what you're getting at is that the defendant likely thought that Mr. Yonakuni looked like some kind of food. Is that right? Yes, Your Honor, that's
That
exactly...
does not make any sense at all.
Oh, Nanami!
Cows are a common source of food. However, there are no reports of boxers attacking cattle while fasting. Furthermore, we are talking about a dog that is considered a pet, not food. Here is a creature with an indeterminate taste in an uncooked state. Who would want to feast on that?
Kaneko was out of her mind because her blood sugar was low from nosebleeds and starvation and stuff, so she...
Regardless, her mental state or physical condition does not justify violence.
Come on, Nanami, whose side are you on anyway?
I am not choosing anyone's side. My loyalties only lie with the truth and the justice system.
Nanami!
I believe that Juror Momoi's theory is correct.
What? Matsurika?
Having recklessly fasted, the defendant was in a state of extreme hunger and perceived the plaintiff as food. Now, I call my next witness to the stand.
My name's Tonomura, the school nurse. As the report stated, it's true that Miyame was admitted to the nurse's office because of her extreme dieting.
Your Honor, may I ask the witness a question? Question away, prosecutor. When the defendant was taken to the nurse's office, was she not already bleeding from the
Come
nose?
to think of it, she was bleeding all over the place.
Do you remember anything the defendant may have mentioned then?
Something like, between the nosebleeds and the sweating, I'm shocked my body can produce any moisture at all.
Then perhaps this means the defendant's extreme dieting was not the only reason for her collapse. It's widely known that the defendant suffers from frequent nosebleeds. Now, judging from Tonomura's recent testimony, we can assume that the defendant had already bled a substantial amount from the nose that day. So that raises the question, do these nosebleeds have anything to do with the attack on Mr. Yonakuni? I think, based on the testimony collected here today, the defendant sought to replenish her blood by attacking Mr. Yonakuni.
What?
No way!
But why would she drain the blood from Yonakuni's butter?
You're telling us Kaneko is a genuine assassin?
Huh?
That was a pun.
Objection.
Objection sustained.
You didn't like my joke? I was only trying to lighten up the mood a little bit.
Objection.
Sustained.
Oh.
Now then, I call my next witness to the stand.
I'm Ayari Shiki, student council president.
A few days prior to the alleged attack, it was reported there was another incident. Is it true the defendant mistook your lovely curled hairstyle for delicious croissants?
Yes, we were in the middle of having a meeting about school lunch options when she desperately reached for my hair and moaned something like, just a little closer and I'll have croissant.
I remember her running toward you and mumbling something like that. I find it rather hard to believe someone would be hungry enough to mistake your golden curls for croissants, but it's the chocolate crescent roll mirage.
With all this talk about food, you must be starving too, huh, Ishima?
I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. I admit I haven't eaten anything at all since lunchtime.
As we've all witnessed, when one is driven to extreme levels of hunger, even hair can resemble croissants or crescent rolls. Consider Miyame and Ishima as examples. We can probably infer the defendant was hallucinating and thought Mr. Yonakuni's buttocks was a smoked turkey.
Wait just a moment. If the defendant found herself in such a starved state, then why didn't she ask her roommate who was in the same room for some food?
Oh, come on, Nanami!
That's a good point. Shido and Matsurika always prepare the most delicious tea and snacks to eat. I should know. The dorm leader and I have visited their room on numerous occasions to feast on their delightful treats.
I don't think that's something you want to brag about.
Yeah, but Kaneko already told everyone she was on a diet, so maybe she was too embarrassed to admit to anyone she was so hungry.
Still, even if that were the case, that would mean her powers of reasoning and logic were still intact. Based on this evidence, I declare your theory invalid. Ryu means heroic prestige, and Ken means having determination, being just and upright. One truth always prevails.
You really don't get Kaneko's situation at all, do you, Ryukin?
Why does everyone seem so relaxed about this? Compared to everyone else, Maria's expression looks so troubled and pained.
I'm not about to cry. I'm just biting my lips so I don't break out laughing.
Let's move on. I'd like to present the court with some new evidence.
Tsui. I'm from class 2A.
Mr. Tsui, since you're knowledgeable about seafood, let me ask you a question. Can you please tell the court what this is?
It's expanding seaweed.
There was evidence of this expanding seaweed found in a bag inside the defendant's storeroom closet. We now know that the defendant had food in her room at the time of the crime. Furthermore, since seaweed is a low-calorie food, one cannot deny that it's a perfect snack for someone who is dieting. Yet even though the defendant had that expanding seaweed available in her bag, it was not enough to stop her from searching for food elsewhere. Does the court not find this strange?
Well, your move, Kaneko. Let's see you squirm out of this one. You should just give up and accept a guilty verdict. You've got no choice.
No way! He's marching straight in without God's permission!
Your Honor, I would like to present some evidence as well. Isn't that my bag? Indeed it is. This is the same bag that was holding the expanding seaweed. It was found stashed away deep within the defendant's closet. As you can see, a very eerie life form has taken up residence inside this bag.
Also, the creature is friendly with Kaneko.
Therefore, I hereby request that the court let me present this mysterious life form as my next witness.
What?
On that fateful night, did the defendant ever open the bag that you currently inhabit? The creature's testimony proves that the defendant did not eat any of her expanding seaweed on the night of the alleged attack. Thus, her hunger reached a critical point, and she ventured down the hallway. And this is when Mr. Yonokuni mistook the defendant for an intruder.
Objection! That is pure speculation by the defense! Objection overruled. Please feel free to continue now, Miss Defense Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. The point I was trying to make before being cut off by the prosecutor was that Yonokuni attacked the defendant while on duty. Therefore, Kaneko Miyame had no other option but to respond with self-defense.
Yes! Order in the court, please, Mr. Yonokuni.
Now I get it. You think you can play off this as self-defense, you sly little tart? Well then, let's see if you can keep up with this.
I see. If only in name, Mr. Yonokuni is the guard dog of Girls Dorm 2. Then it should be entirely conceivable that he would bare his fangs against an intruder to protect us. However, the fact that the plaintiff was violently grabbed from behind means we can assume that the defendant was already free from danger. Furthermore, since Mr. Yonokuni's buttocks and legs were both attacked, should we not consider this level of self-defense excessive?
So this is the direction you're taking it, Master Maria.
It's far from over, Matsurika. What else you got to make this interesting?
Wow, this trial has taken quite an amusing turn.
I stopped paying attention for a sec. What's happening?
At first, the indictment against Miyame was based on one thing, whether the attack was planned or not. However, by taking advantage of the fact that Yonokuni cannot speak, the debate now revolves around Kaneko's controversial use of self-defense, and if it was justified.
I must give credit to both Shidu and Matsurika for their tactics. If they rule in favor of self-defense, then Miyame would be cleared of all the charges.
That's correct. Then there's no more room for debate, and this will end up being considered property damage.
I was worried that you guys might have been turning against Miyame, but it looks like you're acting pretty sensibly after all. Thanks, Ishima.
Ryu means heroic prestige, and Ken means determination. Just enough right.
Never mind, I retract my previous statement.
So that means if Kaneko was actually bitten by Yonokuni, then hopefully she'll have a way out of this mess.
Yes. All we can do is wait and see if Kaneko picks up on Matsurika's strategy.
Come on, Kaneko! You get it right!
What should I do? Even though everyone's pumped because we made it to the second season, I still don't stand out as the main character. Of course, people are going to say,
Huh? I thought Maria was the main character. I mean, the series is called Maria Holic, isn't it?
how am I supposed to feel when people say things like that? This is an emergency. I have to be more noticeable. Now then, this is really not the time to trouble yourself over such lowly concerns, Kaneko. Are you reading my mind again? Just think about it. This trial is far more important than your main character ranking. If you're found guilty, they'll likely yank you from the story and the show will be canceled. Hey, hold on a second. If the jury finds me guilty, does that mean I'll be kicked out of school and shipped to prison? In other words... Girl prisoners! A female prison is like a lesbian paradise! Let me hear you say relax! I've had disputes over regular girl-on-girl fantasies before, but how can I forget about that? Girl prisoners! From older women with S&M fetishes to tough girls with a soft side, not to mention humiliating body searches by the beautiful prison guards. There's probably more crazy, sexy stuff happening behind those cold, hard walls than I can ever begin to imagine! Flush me up and have your way! But hang on a minute. Kaneko, turn down the hormones. True, female prisoners are hot and sexy, but prison life would suck. Also, if I become a criminal, it would be an awful blow to my mother in heaven. But if I lose this chance, I might not ever get to experience female prisoners again. A long prison sentence would be terrible, but maybe if it were around 2 weeks. Maybe I could get into the part-time work at a girl's prison or summer vacation. That's it. That's it. Don't fantasize about the prison guard being a prison guard. What the hell about that freaky grin? Don't tell me Maria's going after the main character's hot spot. I'm sure while I'm off working as a warden away from Amino Kisuki, he's gonna really take over my show. No way. We've just started our glorious second season. I won't allow it, Maria. I, Kaneko Miyame, despite the amount of desserts I eat, am not as sweet as you think. If that's gonna be Maria's strategy, then just wait till he sees my trump card. Your Honor. Actually, there's a little secret I think you should all know about. familiar. Isn't that Kaneko's alarm clock?
Yes. It used to be mine, so in a suitably lordly manner, it's still set for 6 o'clock. Well, it's nice playing with you guys today, but it's time for God to retire for the night. I gotta get ready to watch my shows. Huh? God gets very wrathful if she misses her TV show, so no one's gonna interfere. I'm sure you ladies can settle this little matter on your own. Well, see you later. Let's go, Yonakuni.
Wait, say what? But what about my big plot revelation? And what about Yonakuni? I thought you said it would take a month for his injuries to heal.
Well then, let's wrap this up and figure out a verdict. Shall we, members of the jury?
Any objections to settling on a damages to property verdict in accordance with Japanese law? He is a pet, after all.
You're right. Amongst our options, damages to property does seem to be the best choice. He's a pet, after all.
And what sentence do you choose?
Leave that to me. I anticipated this type of outcome, so I already made the proper arrangements.
Arrangements? Huh? Oh, crap.
Miyabe. Cruel animals. How could you? Nyarlathotep. Why you utter the name of a fictional god from the Cthulhu mythos? They say that it is impossible for him to mispronounce his name, but you usually hear it said Nyarlathotep. I suppose it could be Nyarlathotep as well, but I personally tend to say Nyarlathotep. Then you could ask yourself whether it's Cthulhu, Cthulhu, or even Thulu. Though I believe the spellings in Lovecraft's work represent the correct pronunciation. Perhaps it is more like Cthulhu.
But the Yonakuni versus Miyami trial number 1 came to a close.
Why are you so limp, Miyabe? We still have many things to discuss today. Now come with me. I shall not relent until you repent.
As my punishment, I was trapped in Father Kanye's room where I was forced to listen to his hellish sermons all night long. Finally, I'm back home.
Well, look at that. You're back already. So, was Father Kane hard on you?
Gross! That's a nasty way of putting it.
Was he comforting and gentle with you?
This is turning into sexual harassment.
Either way, it's pretty crappy timing, isn't it? Final exams are starting today, and you're so worn out from all this deliberation.
But knowing you studied hard before the trial, right?
What final exams?
The final exams?
Since when?
Since today.
No way! And so, for the first time in the history of Aminokisuki, a student, me, failed every single stinking one of her stupid finals. As a result, they set up an embarrassingly titled emergency task force in the teacher's office.
Undergraduates in 6 different divisions, admissions must be extremely difficult.
It's also the location of the famous Jet Propulsion Lab where much of NASA's technology is developed. Isn't that great?
There's no way a school of that caliber will allow anyone to get through backdoor channels.
up the good work, California Institute of Technology. You have our heartfelt support. Miss Comico, I think you would do well to deepen your understanding and show a bit more respect for the things around you once in a while. There's no freaking way that my competent sister could get into a school like that. She's always blabbering about quarks and particles and superstring theory. A bunch of crap that doesn't even make any sense. Well, and I guess she talks about guys sometimes too.
Honestly, why can't you just admit that your sister is smarter than you?
That's not it. You don't get it, Maria. She's gotta be the dumbest one in our whole family.
This is pointless. Let's just worry about your failing grades and how dumb you are. Think about what you've done. The teachers at Amano Kiseki don't work for free, you know. You think the school can afford to have them wasting their time on you? This is a very serious matter.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen up. I want you to ace every single makeup exam next week. Got it? The retesting task force has prepared these study materials. You better bust your ass.
Yes, ma'am.
If you understand, then go to the staff office and thank them. Then hurry your ass back here and start studying.
Roger!
That's all. Next.
Hold on, you're not gonna help me?
He said that's all. Dismissed.
Jeez, he's such an unreliable little jerk.
Oh, Shiru, you finally made it.
My apologies for being so late.
We've started practice already. You're getting soft on us, Shiru.
The only thing that's soft is your flabby tummy, Captain. No pinching. Sexual harassment. I didn't expect to see you here, Komachi. They chose me as an alternate for team competitions and inter-school meets.
She kind of goofs around too much, but for some reason she's a great shot.
You're definitely a natural. And it's only been 3 months since you started, right? From what I hear, you only got into archery after you transferred into Amino Kiseki. Is that true?
Yep, you heard right, Smoogie. Actually, I really just joined the archery club so I can hang out with Maria. I'm a huge fan.
How dare you say that in front of your captain?
To be honest, I didn't get into archery until I transferred to Ameno Kiseki either.
Huh?
Are you for real? I thought maybe you came from a family of archers and figured you'd been practicing archery since you were in diapers. I mean, come on, your name is Yuzuru, right? Your name's written with the characters for bow and string.
Well, I'm sorry I can't live up to your expectations. Friggin' Maria, I can't believe he ditched me to come here of all places. Guess he didn't really want to help me study. But wait! All these beautiful young girls with their fitted archery outfits giggling and laughing is just straight up one of my fantasies! One time when I was young, my father took our family on an overseas business trip. I had the chance to play with some rifles and bow guns, but I was most interested in learning Western archery. It's quite different over there. Anyway, when I told that story to my roommate Satsuki, she more or less twisted my arm into joining the archery club.
You see, she was blackmailed!
Well, what do we have here? So this is what you're up to whenever I leave. Oh, what a naughty little roommate I have.
No, you're not supposed to see that.
How about we make a deal then? If you don't join the archery club, I'm gonna show this embarrassing photo to everyone. Come on, stop writing me so hard. Your name's Yuzuru for crying out loud. What was I supposed to think after you told me that?
Satsuki's being written? Did I miss it? So does that mean she's actually the passive bottom and Yuzuru's the domineering top? Are you ready, Satsuki?
Oh, Inamori.
What do you think you're doing way out here by the training hall? Peeping like a pervert and not studying? That just won't do me, Ami.
Huh? What was that? Did anyone else happen to hear a strange noise? What noise? I think you're just hearing things.
Anyway, I think Maria is the real veteran among us. Didn't you get your 3rd degree black belt when you were still in middle school?
I remember the judges were blown away and couldn't stop talking about it. Your brother does archery just like you, right?
I heard he's so good he's going to be selected as Mihoshi Nomori's representative this year.
Yes, but unfortunately I don't think he'll be doing the team competition this time around.
It's so great that you guys can compete together. In archery, it doesn't really matter if you're a man or a woman. There aren't a lot of sports like that. Back when I was younger, I played soccer all the time with my little brother. For so many years, I was way better than him. But as time went by, he really took off. I was sad I couldn't keep up, so I quit.
My brother and I wanted a sport we could both compete in for a long time, and it sounded like archery was our best bet.
Must be nice. I think my brother's going through a rebellious stage or something. Even when we're at home, he won't give me the time of day.
Sometimes being too close can have its own pitfalls too, you know? Don't worry. He's probably just experiencing some growing pains. I'm sure siblings will always be close.
Huh? Where the hell she go?
Her study guide is on, too. You don't think she ran away, do you?
Nah.
Huh?
guys must be talking about Miyame, huh? Don't you worry about her one bit. You see this? Because of some emergency measures, God assumed chairmanship of Miyame's Total Failure Emergency Task Force. However, since she's so hopelessly behind, I've increased her study time just a little. I was thinking we've really got to attack that laziness of hers aggressively, so I had to come up with a cunning plan. Anyway, what I did was put Miyame in a special chamber where time flows differently than what we're normally used to. Now she'll be able to study for an entire year without interruption from anyone or anything. Don't you worry a bit, Miss Shidu. I'll have her back to you by next week. You'll be thrilled to see her progress. Her test results will blow you away. Alrighty then, nighty-night, you two. Storm Leader, wait.
Think of it as a peaceful week-long vacation for us.
You're right. Maybe I should take some time off and make a trip back to the mansion.
Dear Mother in Heaven, it seems that Girls Dorm 2 has the secrets that are better left unknown. There's a slight chance I'm no longer on this earthly plane, so perhaps we'll be reunited before this letter reaches you. In that case, I look forward to seeing you again. Signed, on behalf of Kaneko Miyame, Maria Shidu.
Yeah, what's up? It's Kaneko! I thought I'd studied hard. It was gone for about a year, but it ain't been nothing but a week, huh? Man, I'm totally stoked to be back. Looks like nothing changed while I was gone. How are my buddies from class doing these days, huh? People of Earth, let me your brain power!
Welcome back, Miyame. Hope you enjoyed your stay in the study time chamber. 1 week's worth of studying should make a huge difference, right?
You don't know the half of it, Miss Dorm Leader. Allow me to express my enthusiasm with this piece of calligraphy.
Excellently done. This piece represents the perfect blend of classic and modern. The powerful mix of J-pop and dance simply overflow from every character.
Yeah, some might think 14 dancers in one pop group are too much, but I think Exile could double that. I'm so proud of my little Miyame. Your picture really is looking bright.
Monster-ica.
Don't think about it too hard, Master Maria. It'll melt your brain.
Oh, what about my pride as a human being? I can't just ignore this affront to the laws of the universe. Something's different about her.
Come closer, Miyame. You truly have grown since the last time we saw you. 2 whole centimeters, maybe?
It must be her height.
Yes, it must be her height.
Hey, Kaneko! We've missed you all this time. Welcome back.
What the hell happened to you?
Your hair grew a lot in just a week. Have you been to the salon recently? Did you get some extensions? They're pretty popular, I guess. Anyway, best of luck on your retest. Once you pass, we should have a big party with everyone.
Dear Mother in Heaven, even though it had only been a week, the world had changed in ways I could scarcely comprehend. Good morning! Long time no see,
What in the heck?
Hey, it's Kaneko! Welcome back!
The queen has finally returned to her throne.
Our charismatic student council president, Ayori Shiki, did a bit of redecorating for you.
We actually got really lucky because everyone loves her deco skills and she's totally overbooked.
Deco?
It's time for Mondaro!
Deco is a style of decorate. Cell phones or other small objects with rhinestones and shiny stickers and turn them into something unspeakably gaudy. Pile on little ribbons, cakes, and animals for the win. You smell that, kids? That's the smell of profits.
We were gonna have Ayori decorate something you owned, but your turn came up while you were out on vacation. We didn't want to go rummaging through all of your stuff, so we tried this.
You had her put stickers all over my desk?
Looky! Now I have a super deco cell phone.
I guess this is where I scream kawaii. I had one of my arrows done. Arrow, are you sure that isn't a magic wand? It's so lovely and sparkly, it looks like a good luck charm, so I think I'll use it as a New Year's decoration. What about you, Kitty? I get it. No need to explain. Whoa, what a freaky setup. My makeup test for this afternoon, but I can't relax with all this crazy crap on here. The world can really change a lot in just a week.
It's funny, but you seem really different than the last time we saw you.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, just look at how much your hair's grown.
Yes, I noticed a fairly substantial growth myself. According to my calculations, 2 centimeters.
Only 2? I think it's a little more than that.
No, 2 centimeters.
I can't believe my hair grew so much during that week. Now that it's so long, I wouldn't mind trying a new style. But I guess I'm such a klutz, I'm afraid I'd screw it up somehow. Leave it to us. That voice! Honoka! Wait! My face!
I'm Ryukin Guard Squad Member A, Hitotsubashi.
And I'm Ryukin Guard Squad Member B, Mi Hapute. Pleased to officially meet you. I gotta ask you guys just to be safe. You're these 2, right? The ones that are always hanging out with Honoka?
Indeed, one and the same.
And neither one of you is Marie Antoinette? Indeedly deed. Kaneko, haven't you heard about the recent Mori hairstyle craze?
It's time for Mondaro!
Mori, or piled up hair, was originally only popular with hostesses at bars. However, all the hot young gals are wearing it these days. You smell that, kids? That's the smell
Miame. It seems you're a tiny bit clueless when it comes to fashionable hairstyles. I kind of want to disagree with her, but she's holding that blow dryer like a gun and it's scaring me and turning me on. You needn't be so shy. Your hair is your best friend, and your hairstyle shows the strength of that relationship. Now, please sit back and leave it to me. I, Honoka Tsutsui, the charismatic Mori master of Ame no Kiseki, shall pile your hair most elegantly toward the heavens. Is something the matter, Miame? No, nothing at all. You're such a funny girl. I can't believe it. This is like a dream come true. A dream. It's just a dream, fleeting, gone in the blink of an eye. But even if it is just a dream, I pray that God lets this happiness last for a moment longer. What an exquisite feeling. And the little fingers snaking through my hair, gently stroking my neck full of mischief and... Kaneko! Her nose! It's like a geyser of blood! Dear Mother in heaven, from what I hear, Honoka furiously kept working to build her mountain of hair to the gods or whatever, even after I had lost consciousness. She certainly earned her reputation, I'll say that much. Unfortunately, weak and lightheaded, I was forced to take my makeup exams without an adequate supply of blood. Dicko crap! My arms and elbows keep getting scratched up, ow! And yet somehow I managed to finish them and survive. Man, I'm spent. I didn't think they'd make me take every subject's test at once. Hey, I'm finally home.
Welcome back, Kaneko.
Hey, Ryukin. Are you heading off to work at the bar?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Never mind.
At any rate, it looks like you've just finished your exams in one piece. If you're free now, you think you'd be up for a little challenge?
Those card games again, huh? Well, it's a relief at least some things didn't change in the last week.
Now's my chance. I'm going to sacrifice Nakaoka and deploy Omiya. Your Ryoma Sakamoto card is now destroyed. Damn! I was about to shoot for Satsuma Joshua Alliance. I was just about to use Soon's sacrifice to raise Saigo from his grave, you sneaky brat.
It's a fun learn-as-you-play history game, The Dawn of Japan card battle.
Time for my event card. Swordsman! Once activated, all men except the police and military will have their attack power chopped in half. You fell for it, Komachi. I launched my counter card, Aristocracy! It can only be brought out when your opponent uses either Swordman or Equality of All People. I'll use my anti-aristocracy card, Satsuma Rebellion! Yeah! No! I brought Takamori Saigo back, but he fell on his own sword!
Kaneko, do you know what's so interesting about this game? No matter how hard the players try, the facts of history can't be changed.
Oh.
Hey, Satsuki, don't you think the Perry and Black Ship cards are too overpowered?
Yeah, and Shintaro Nakaoka is pretty broken too, don't you think?
Unless they fix the activation...
You're not going to believe what I just picked up. It was just released yesterday, in fact. It's the Wild and Crazy Heian version. So you want to try dueling it out with my Overthrow the Administrative and Civil Code deck?
How's that different from the Warring States version? No, never mind. Pretend like I didn't say that. I don't think I want to hear the answer.
Huh? You really don't want to know the difference?
Not a chance. Look, Ryukin, I have no idea how any of these games work, or even history for that matter, so I really doubt I'd be much fun to play
Oh,
with.
I see. You're still inexperienced in this sort of thing. Well, if you like, I wouldn't mind showing you the ropes. We'll take it step by step, and I'll give you the blow-by-blow.
Oh, my hand! Blow! Stop it out! Well, in that case, how can I say no? Please teach me, master! Oh, but I don't have any cards to play with.
Lucky for you, Kaneko, the Dawn of Japan card battle is now available to purchase at the school store.
Maria!
We'll be holding our first official tournament tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. sharp. Everyone is meeting in the cafeteria of Girls' Dorm number 2. Please note that participation is mandatory for all dorm residents, so absolutely no sleeping in and definitely don't try to run away, Kaneko. And as punishment, the lowest ranking student will have to watch the long-running 3-generation spanning series Tales of Japanese Heroes Legend Collector's Edition aluminum DVD box set with all 165 episodes on 45 DVDs.
It almost makes you want to lose, right?
They will have to watch a total of 4,370 minutes over and over again with absolutely no blinking allowed.
Please open the door to the emergency! I need to buy something! And so, as a result of 4,370 minutes without blinking, I found that I was a little better at Japanese history. Maybe. Will someone please tell me the stupid cards?
disappointing to hear that. I was hoping to partake in some of her delicious snacks. Now what will I do?
Her roommate, Miyame, is also out on a special assignment. It's getting to be a lonely week, isn't it?
Wow, a whole week without Shido's delicious tea and snacks, huh? This is going to be a really tough time for me.
Yeah, it's so sad and dreary around here. There's gotta be something we can do to lighten the mood.
Ta-da! Come check out this new card game I made. I call it A Learn as You Play History Game, The Dawn of Japan Card Battle.
You're coming up with supplementary teaching materials? If you're after the popular Rekijo trend, wouldn't the Warring Stakes period be better?
It's time for Nondaro's A Rekijo is a woman and has strangely romantic feelings for military commanders from the Warring States period of Japanese history. Of course, they have no real interest in any other period or even Japanese history in general. Yes, know that, kids? That's the smell of profit.
But there's so much more history to love.
Huh?
What kind of stupid fad is this anyway? All they care about are hot guys and eye patches, yaoi stories, and putting their guns on. It's so completely pathetic.
So, you're trying to get them interested in a different time period. With this?
Well, I think the Shinsengumi from this era are also fairly popular with the girls. Not to mention, there are plenty of novels and TV shows about the famous characters from that time, so it's easy for beginners. If it really catches on, people will start saying catchphrases like, "Revere the Emperor, expel the barbarians." Wouldn't that be nice?
I think it's wonderful.
Oh, Shido.
Your efforts to make learning fun have truly touched my heart. Yes, I can feel how passionate you are about teaching your students, Miss Kumagai.
Oh, come on, you're exaggerating, Shido.
That's right. She's just a Japanese history geek.
However, in its current state, I don't feel this game adequately communicates your passion.
Huh?
First of all, the color copies on thick paper come across as too homemade to pass as a real game.
The cards are too thick and also have a rough texture.
On the other hand, the drawings are really beautiful, even if you aren't interested in the game, so they should have the same value as collector's
But
items.
I don't have the budget to make something professional.
Don't worry about it, that's where I come in. I'm sure I can cut an excellent deal with the company that handles all of Amino Kisaki's printing. Let's do 300 starter packs, and we'll do about 1,000 booster packs with 5 cards each.
That many?
Forget about it, Shido. Even if you do print them, who would buy something like that?
Oh, I wouldn't worry about it, Nurse Tonomura. I'm confident the first printing will sell out without any problems.
Rekijo's hot, so who knows when someone else will think on the same idea. When it comes to card games, the last one on the scene is the loser, so we gotta hurry. If we have the printers work late, we might even be able to get the game in stores by tomorrow morning.
When they're finished, we should try selling them at Mihoshi no Mori's store as well. Once we get player feedback, we can sculpt this into a first-class educational tool.
That sounds pretty good. We'll start by selling it as a supplemental educational tool, then bill it as a full-fledged card battle game to play at national tournaments. Distribution may be a problem, but if we can get a seal of approval from the Japanese History Testing Association or the Japanese History Sommelier, getting it at bookstores will be a piece of cake. More importantly, I need to think of a clever way to split the profits that doesn't make me look like a villain.
I'm not so sure about going big time with this.
I better get all this happy attention out of the way before she flakes out.
The Battle of the Genji and the Heiki is fairly popular, so we should consider making the Heian period version next.
The wild and crazy Heian edition!
Well, judging by your reaction, it would seem that you've considered it already.
I've already commissioned the illustrations. Leave it to me. I shall spring forth like a mighty arrow.
So it sounds like Yoichi's arrow has pierced Freeman's heart. By the way, Shido, what brings you to the nurse's office this early in the morning?
I forgot I had something to tell Miss Kumagai. What? Kanako's not coming to class? And for a whole week?
Yes, Maria told me to inform Miss Kumagai that she'd be out for a while.
Kanako's health was never really that great, I guess. She's always having those nosebleeds.
Well, I heard it's not illness. It's some sort of family emergency.
That's a shame, considering her makeup tests are coming up soon.
You know, it's funny, but it does seem rather quiet today, doesn't it?
Yeah, this room is kind of lonely without Kanako, I guess.
Yes, you're right. Our class is dreary without her. It's almost like having a vase without a flower.
If we're missing a flower, let's get one and brighten things up.
Great idea, Nanami. Now we're talking. I'm so glad I just happened to have a flower in my bag.
I think this might give the PTA and everyone else the wrong idea.
Good job, Momoe, but I do not believe that a flower alone can accurately represent Kanako.
Yeah, you're right, Nanami. We need to remind people that this is her desk. There, that's a lot better.
It's perfect, Momoe.
Doesn't this kind of remind you of something else? It could lead to a really bad misunderstanding. Maybe we should try a different approach.
What? A different approach, huh?
That's a wonderful hairpin, Ryugen. It's so cute. Huh? Oh, this? It's from Irie. She said it's not good for my bangs to cover my eyes. That clip was made by our student council president, our school's famous Jekyll Queen.
One of her new pieces?
This is embarrassing. I know it's a bit fancy for a messy hairstyle like mine.
That's not it at all, Ryugen.
Ryugen, you look wonderful no matter what your hairstyle. You look great. That's kind of you. It's a pity that my hair is so short. I wish I could do Mori hair or something like that.
Who would have thought those simple words from Yukin Ishima would bring about the birth of Amino Kisaki's charismatic Mori master? The future is full of surprises, both grand and terrible.
I, Tsumi, come to make all your Mori hair wish to reality. Huh? Take that. Two black tip cards and Matthew Harry complete the Treaty of Amity and Commerce. I'm using this hand to open the country by force, Yurakuni. Now it's time to play my Harris card. Initiate the video family and now the trust card. I'll bring
Giving the storm leader a set of sample tips is certainly an excellent idea.
Of course. I had a feeling she'd make the dorm residents buy the card so she'd have someone to play with. It's almost like we're printing money.
An interesting analogy considering that we're only paying printing costs.
Well, quite the party, isn't it?
Oh, Miss Storm Leader.
Seems like the game is popular. I'd like to hold the first official tournament for this Sunday. Do you think you can have the final booster packs prepared? Yes. Thanks to the high demand, the second printing should be in school store by tomorrow morning.
Official tournament? Don't get ahead of yourself, sister. Do you think I'm stupid enough to give up the rights to official anything?
Listen to me, Dorm Leader. I'll take care of all the busy work and make sure all the preparations are in order for the official tournament under my authority. Shoot? Oh no, nothing at all. It's just what I said. In that case, I'd like to talk about the tournament prize, punishments for the losers, as well as certain royalties for God, if I may be so bold. We haven't discussed royalties yet? That's right.
Iron, it's getting dark outside. Maybe you should quit.
Almost there. Behold, Master, my masterpiece is finally complete.
Even though I was a little overwhelmed when this big order came in, I knew if I just kept going, it might end up working out after all. Who would have thought we'd be able to decorate something as huge as a desk? Yes, although I admit I'm a bit surprised that the school gave us permission to do it in the first place.
What's this? Why is there light coming from a classroom at this hour? A divine goddess in the flesh. The light from her radiant spirit shines brightly. But what is she doing in a junior classroom? In any case, since it's so late at night, isn't it my duty to walk her home? Yes, a teacher's duty to a student. No ulterior motives, of course.
I was also rather surprised when they came to see me about it. I certainly wasn't expecting there'd be flowers and Miyame's picture on her desk.
What's this? It's impossible. I thought Miyame was absent this week because of a family emergency. Although my wealth of knowledge is limited, I can only think of one reason to place a flower and a photo on someone's desk. Born at dawn and dying at dusk. I know that human life is fragile, but she was so young. I hope it is a mistake. Calm down, sweet Cheeto. You don't know all the facts yet. First and foremost, I must find the truth. Then we move on to the second half.
I slept so well. Back in my own beautiful room, on my own specially tailored mattress, awakened by the sweet sounds of birds chirping. It's such a wonderfully refreshing morning.
Master Maria, now that we've returned to the mansion, there's no need to cross-dress, so why not return to your normal appearance?
Don't be stupid. It's our chance to sneak in some overdue fan service. I have to give something back to all my followers out there, maybe to give them a little taste of how cute I am when I'm sleeping.
Isn't it kind of greedy for you to steal the spotlight just because the main character is absent?
I almost forgot. She is supposed to come back tomorrow, huh?
I had hoped this would be a chance to have more quality leisure time, but so many interesting things have happened this week, haven't they?
Yeah, Deco became a fad, Mori became a fad, card games became a huge fad. Like I expected, we don't need that chick in a story.
Shido, Shinoji.
Oh, good morning, Father Kane.
Good morning, Father.
Good morning. Ah, my lovely goddesses. You shine even brighter than the rising sun.
Is anything the matter, Father?
I just wanted to ask you about Miyame.
Oh, the girl who departed the other day?
Departed? So, Miyame is no longer with us then?
Yes, so far off place. In fact, it's so far out there we have no way to reach her.
Yeah, it's a supernatural place where time flows at a radically different pace than reality.
It's just as I had feared, but why have they not officially announced her death? So, do you happen to know the reason for her sudden departure, Miss Shido?
I'm not quite sure. From what everyone has been saying, I believe it may have been because she flunked every single one of her school subjects.
You don't mean suicide? Life is hard, but death is easy. Why, oh why did it have to come to this, poor Miyame? Why didn't you just speak to me about it if it troubled you so? Why would you turn to such a profound conclusion for something as trivial as failing a few tests? No, calm down. Something isn't right about this. Did she really fail every single subject? As long as you attend class, it's practically impossible to fail. Perhaps she couldn't concentrate. Perhaps something was deeply troubling her. Or maybe, did she have some clandestine reason for failing?
Father Kane, what's the matter? Your face is turned and rather deathly pale.
Pull yourself together. A broken bow cannot be mended. Miyame is already gone. What you must focus on now is the happiness of those who stand before you, Toichiro. I need to be strong for them. Oh, how heavily the departure of your dear friend must weigh on your tiny, or rather perfectly sized chests. Well, maybe Shido could use a little help here.
Master Maria, Father Kane's silly gaze is even creepier than usual today.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the first bell.
Excuse us, Father. A homeroom is about to start. We don't want to be late.
Wait, just a moment. Shido, Shinoji, how fragile your appearance looks from behind. Thinking back, Shido's smile looked rather melancholy, didn't it? She looked at me as if I were a stone on the roadside. On the other hand, Shinoji's icy cold expression has not changed at all. I must do something. Dear Miyame in heaven, please watch over me. I, Toichiro Kane, shall bring smiles back to the faces of your friends. Dear Mama in heaven, how can I possibly express this impossible situation I found myself in? He who seeks vengeance must dig 2 graves. No, the only part of that saying that applies to the digging. An inch ahead is darkness. Well, that's certainly true, but it doesn't quite capture my feelings, I'm afraid. Never mind. Get out of the hole first.
What is this? Hey, Shizu, it would appear that someone has worked his way into the trap I set for Maria.
Huh? Father Connie!
I'm disappointed.
You're the one who's disappointing! Dig him out, Beetle, you idiot!
Hey, wouldn't it be more green to bury him instead of digging him out?
Idiot! Sorry, Father. Your clothes were soaked and completely covered in mud, so I had them laundered for you. Hey, hurry up and apologize!
I'm very sorry, Father. I didn't think anyone was stupid enough to be caught in such an obvious trap.
All things considered, you were pretty lucky, I guess. Rito has been dealing with the Viet Cong lately. I'm sure he had some highly explosive main event waiting right after the pit traps. If he hadn't fallen in that hole, you might have lost an arm or a leg or even your head.
I thought I was simply paying a visit to Shido's house, but it would appear that I've stepped into the den of Satan. However...
So, you said you were stopping by the house to visit Maria today, is that right? Has my younger sister been causing trouble for you at school? I don't know when Maria or my parents will return, but I'm happy to listen to anything you have to say.
It looks so alive.
Is something the matter, Father?
No, nothing at all. I had heard that they were twins, but they're fraternal twins and different sexes. Yet he's a spitting image of Maria. Shido is a gifted model student, and she would never cause problems at school. I simply stopped by to help heal the wounds of her young, fragile heart.
Man, this guy's a super freak, Shizu. Get him out of here.
Shut up, Rito!
Such a lovely, gentle visit. One would never think he's a man. And not only that, he does smell rather lovely as well, doesn't he? No! Calm down, Toichiro. Don't worry. Take it easy. We know that Shizu's definitely Shizu's older brother. Granted, an incredibly attractive sibling, but her brother nonetheless. That means he's a boy. Definitely a boy. That boy ain't a boy. Boy, be a minute!
Father Connie?
What's the matter with him? Cat got his tongue or something?
So, does this mean you can't share your troubles with me?
No problemo! Careful!
Emergency!
No. This is a total disaster. I'm not making any sense. At this rate, who knows what I'm going to say? Il offre sa confiance et son amour. I'll get out of here as soon as possible. As soon as... Look, I'm totally normal. I'm normal!
Father Connie!
I'm pretty sure he noticed.
Huh?
He's weird, but Father Kane is more clever than he looks. He was eyeing you with a burning gaze that was not typical of a man looking at another man.
Oh, come on. I think you're exaggerating.
No. Without a doubt, he senses the woman within you. Toichiro Kane. Be careful around him.
Going to visit the home of a student who isn't even in your class. It's irrational. No, Toichiro, it's absurd. I was thrilled at the thought of consoling Shido without making offerings to Miss Storm Leader and without dealing with her unreasonable time constraints. Therefore, wouldn't this mean that I was indirectly happy for Miyame's death? Perhaps the misfortune that has befallen me is punishment for those sinful thoughts.
Father Kane?
Oh, Shido, Shinoji, are you on your way home?
Yes, our club activities ran a bit late.
Oh, such otherworldly smiles. They're both so enchanting. It's as if I'm lost in a moonlight reverie. However...
By the way, Father,
Excuse me, Shido. I would love to stay and talk, but I am unfit to stand before you.
Huh?
What in the hell are you doing coming from the direction of my house wearing nothing but a bathrobe? That's what I wanted to ask him.
And here I thought the Super Freak season was over already. Let's return home quickly before we draw out any further weirdos.
Dear Mama in heaven, now that I've calmed down a bit, I realize that a man in the service of God should not search for love.
Oh, Father Kane...
You are the student council vice president, are you not? It's late. You should hurry back to your dorm room.
I will. I'm so sorry.
What's the matter? She didn't have to leave in such a hurry. But her scent was so intoxicating. Goodness.
Oh my, you look pale now, Through. Are you not feeling well? It's as if you've seen a ghost.
No, I'm fine, Irene. Let's hurry home, okay?
I can't tell her what happened.
She would never believe that Father Kane is a pervert who goes out wandering the campus in a bathrobe.
Dear Mother and Father back home, I hope this message finds you well. With the seeds of doubt and confusion sown throughout the school, our week of peace without the clumsy giant finally came to a close.
Quit lollygagging, Matsurika. We're gonna be late.
Huh? Who are you?
never seen such strange faces on the two of you.
How rude! She's the freak with a strange face.
It's all my prior adventures. I'm going to begin to find out what gives.
According to our research last week, your presence is not required for Monster Holic, so I took the liberty of...
The long rainy season has ended, and soon it will be summer, won't it, Yonakuni?
Dear Mother in Heaven, I managed to somehow make it through all of my exams, and now with summer in front of me, it's almost swimming time. It starts with a seductive undressing, a captivating shower, and then titillating warm-up exercises. The crawl, which tickles the young girl's heart, the reserved breaststroke, the forbidden butterfly, and let us not forget about the possibility of a wardrobe malfunction!
Your mother doesn't need to hear about wardrobe malfunctions.
You're right! Please forgive me, Mother!
I wouldn't worry about it too much. Chances are that she gave up on you ages ago.
But what can I say? For it is none other than the most magical time of the year, the glorious, most anticipated swim meet! And not only that, the whole school's required to join in! We can see third years like Ryukin, Student Council President Irie, and even Natsunu! All the famous beauties of Amino Kiseki that we don't usually see in school. Don't forget about Maria and Matsuruka, they'll be there too! What's more, there will be activities we never do in normal swim class. Wonderful, beautiful things like synchronized swimming and piggyback battles. Why, it would simply be absurd to not look forward to it! Wardrobe malfunctions may be out of the question, but I can't rule out the possibility of tongue malfunction!
Tongue malfunction?
A tongue malfunction is when, well, for example, your foot slips by the side of the pool and you lose balance. Common use delivered to the chestnut tan skin of a beautiful girl when I call it tongue malfunction! In that instant, you have it. The salty scent that tickles the nose. The smells of summer. Why, I dare say it's even sweeter than a wardrobe malfunction. Tongue malfunction rule!
Hanako seems to be even more out of control than usual today, don't you think?
Oh, God, I can't take it anymore. Come on, hurry up and be swimming. I'm already tired.
And thus, the fated swim meet arrived at last. And it was on that day that the students of Amino Kiseki bore witness to a miracle as their crystal clear pool turned scarlet.
It's over, all over, before I can even enjoy it. I was really looking forward to it, too. Oh, there was a single line of narration to put those dreams to an end. I have to admit that Maria got me pretty good. Switching with his twin sister at the last minute like that, although I guess I should know better by now. Maria, this is the last day! I'm gonna put an end! Remembering it made my nose bleed again!
Well, despite some minor technical difficulties, I'm happy to say that the Amino Kiseki swim meet ended without a hitch.
Without a hitch, my ass!
I still can't believe that there were really wardrobe malfunctions after all.
It could have gone much worse if you hadn't gotten Mistress Shizu to stand in for you, Maria.
Huh. If we hadn't traded places, I'd have won our duel.
Indeed, in accordance with the last words of the former chairperson, the siblings shall attend Amino Kiseki and Mihoshi no Mori counter to their sex. If any soul should know of their true nature, then the duel will be over, and the victor's prize will be the chairperson's seat.
But seeing as Kanako already knows the true nature of both of you, that's kind of out the window now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, she doesn't count.
It seems as though I caught a rat in my trap.
Huh? Dear Mother in Heaven, your dear daughter has finally infiltrated the evil Lord's mansion. It's totally ginormous. It reeks of the bourgeoisie, that sadistic, pompous brat. Oh, no, hold up. I came here to set things straight, right? Although delightful, the wardrobe malfunction was my fault, so I should give Shizu a proper apology.
Mission accomplished. The target has now been captured.
Why don't you play your strange little war games on your own time? Survivalist nut.
This may be news to you, but believe it or not, we actually have no time of our own. Why, I wonder who is to blame for that.
To be honest, I set this trap here in hopes of capturing you in it one day, Master Maria. I never thought I would catch an intruder instead. Not bad for a consolation prize.
Speaking of which, Father Kane fell into one of the pit traps outside the other day.
All right, enough is enough. Would you please stop setting booby traps around my house? You might kill the gardener.
It may well be just a bunch of bushes and trees to you, Master Maria. However, to me, it will always be an all-too-familiar battlefield.
Would you can it with the war game crap?
Mon champ de bataille favori.
We get that you're fluent in French, okay?
MC
CPS. No acronyms allowed.
Now that I think of it, if I remember correctly, those two have a rather long history of setting ruthless traps for one another, ever since they were little kids, in fact.
Oh, you dirty jerk!
Aw, man, and I almost had you, too.
Hey, Ringo, don't you think this feud has gone on long enough?
I'm sorry to interrupt you guys, but I'm kind of in a pathetic state right now. Would either of you, mind liberating me from my ordeal sometime soon, pretty please?
Even Takahashi Meijin said to limit video game playtime to 1 hour a day.
Yes, but a war can't be won in an hour.
Don't ignore me! I'm a guest, get it? A VIP. VIP stands for very important person, remember? That means I'm entitled to a cup of tea or something. Show me the common courtesy!
Oh, I'm so sorry, Kana. I'll get you out right away.
Ah, so this is the famous Kaneko Miyame. Isn't she the young lady they're calling Telephone Pole? A.k.a. Super Kanekaiser Z? I hear there's even a statue of her in Shizuoka now.
All right, you. What are you doing on my property, huh? This is unlawful entry, you know.
Oh, how very interesting. Would it be alright if I touched it too?
I'm sorry. I entered your garden without permission, but I wanted to apologize to Shizu again for the whole wardrobe malfunction mishap, that's all.
It's okay. Please just forget that it ever happened. More importantly, are you okay?
That's enough of that. If you're too nice to her, she'll start getting funny ideas. As a matter of fact, the only reason the swim meet incident was a thing was because this chick decided she'd try to ruin me.
So you say, but wasn't it you who drove her to that in the first place?
Shizu.
Whatever. Kaneko, go back to the dorm without me.
You're not going back?
I'm gonna stay here again today.
That's fine, but did something happen?
The truth is...
We don't have to talk about that right now, okay? After all, she'll understand come tomorrow.
I'll understand come tomorrow, but what do you mean by that?
Good morning, Miyame.
Mr. Toshi!
Yesterday's swim meet. Sure was a real handful, wasn't it? By the way, I have something I want to talk to you about. The wardrobe malfunction.
Maria!
The truth is, yesterday's wardrobe malfunction was so breathtaking that I had to see it in action again. And that would be why Shido is standing before us. All right then, Miyame. I'm counting on you to make this malfunction happen right here and now.
I'm ready and waiting.
This would be super odd. Maria was the dude. If something else pops up, Maria's true sex will be revealed and I'll be free and clear. Still, having to do it with my own two hands is... a dream?
Good morning, sleepyhead. Time to get up.
Maria? What's going on? I thought you were going to stay at your house today.
Yes, I got back just now.
Don't touch me! Remember the hives! No hives? Oh, I see. The two of you switched because today is Mihoshi no Mori's swim meet. So why was Maria...
He's being a drama queen. It's really nothing to get so worked up about.
Perhaps they wanted to create some suspense before cutting to a commercial break.
Was there some reason why you came to the dorms this morning, though? You could have gone straight to class.
Well, I just wanted to see what the girls' dormitories were like. You see, at Mihoshi no Mori, I'm supposed to stay in, a boys' dormitory.
Good morning, Shido.
Oh, good morning. Have a nice day.
I see how it is. Shizu might not get rashes like I do, but that doesn't mean she likes hanging around guys all the time. Oh, hold on a minute. I just realized that today's Shizu is Maria. That means for once I can finally enjoy having a beautiful young roommate on the real. Not only is she not a dude, she's nice too, and won't give me a rash when I touch her. That's a what?
I know what you're thinking, and touching Shizu is out of the question.
Dear Mother in Heaven, your Kaneko has reached the pinnacle of happiness. I'm eating breakfast with the girl of my dreams. We're so close I can brush the crumbs off her beautiful sausage. We can have fun chatting as we get ready to leave the dormitory. We can watch school together side by side, and then our fingertips can accidentally graze each other oh so gently. What am I delusional fantasies? It's not a dream either. It's real, right, Matsuda?
Yes. Would you like me to give you a hard pinch to be sure?
Oh, please do. It's just much more than that. You see, I'm not with you after all. Oh, yeah, that's right. I had almost forgotten how alluring this face was to me at first. Knowing that Shizu was behind it makes me so happy.
Is something the matter?
No, nothing at all. I wish we could keep walking together like this forever.
But then,
Well, Kaneko, see you later. The first year's classrooms are this way.
Oh, okay. It's It's not fair. Shizu is going to be Maria all day long, but since I'm a second-year student, I don't even get to enjoy a second of it.
So what do you think's going on with Kanako today?
She's been like that since this morning, hasn't she?
She looks like a maiden in the midst of a lovely dream. Kanako! Oh, Shizu. Is everything all right? Why did you bring me all the way out here?
The truth is, when I said Mihoshi no Mori had their swim meet today, I was lying to you.
Huh? If that's the case, then why did you and Maria trade places?
The only reason we did it was because I begged my brother to let me. It's just that I've noticed
You've noticed what?
the feelings I have for you. I just can't help myself, Kanako. When I think of you, it makes my heart pound. It pounds so much it hurts. After I talked to Maria about it, we decided that we wouldn't be trading places anymore. I gave up and acknowledged my defeat. Game over.
So when Maria said that I'd understand come tomorrow, he wasn't just building up audience suspense for the commercial break after all.
Yes, that's right. As of today, I'm a student at Amino Kiseki, and I'm your roommate. From now on, Kanako, nothing in the world will tear us apart.
Shizu. Kana.
Hey, you! Just what do you think you're doing over there?
Mrs. Joshi.
Shiru, the bell already rang. Hurry up and get back to the gym.
But...
No question about it. I'm not going to let anyone have Kanako. Because Kanako's lips are mine alone. Now then, Kanako, let's practice mouth-to-mouth together. Come on!
It was just another stupid dream twist. As far as storytelling goes, I swear to God, even a dream twist had to be the lowest flow imaginable. And so what was it, dream and what was it? Don't tell me everything since this morning was a dream. Kanako, I know dreams can seem pretty real sometimes, but up until I whispered she looks like a maiden in the midst of a lovely dream, I assure you what you experienced was real.
Oh, thank God.
Although, having Shizu and Maria switch for good really would be a dream come true. She doesn't even have to confess a love or anything. Just having her as my roommate from now on would be good enough. No, I won't be greedy. How about just one night? Just having Shizu in the same room with me for one night would be good enough. That way we can spend some quality time together. A teammate in the archery club has a younger brother who attends Mihoshi no Mori. From what she tells me, it seems as though the boys are having their swim meet today.
Oh? Well, I sure hope theirs goes better than ours did, what with Kanako being dragged off to the nurse's office and all. That sure was a disaster.
Hopefully everything will go smoothly for them and without incident.
But what if some unfortunate incident does happen to occur at the Mihoshi no Mori swim meet and Maria couldn't return to his post as worst roommate ever? Well then, if something like that were to happen and I had to spend the whole night with Shizu!
Hey, are you feeling okay, Kanako?
Oh, it's nothing! That's right. Don't get ahead of yourself, Kanako. You know there's no way an accident like that would ever just conveniently happen on its own. However, there are times when you must turn the wheel and brake with your own hands! Kanako, are you... I'll have to devise a plan to infiltrate Mihoshi no Mori somehow on my own. Be careful. It'll be quite dangerous, Kanako. But it's all for a dagger season, so I must be strong! Sachi, Kitty, Yuzuru, here. Huh? If I don't make it back by tomorrow, could you please deliver this pendant to my little sister in the suburbs?
Kanako, what are you...
Are you foreshadowing your own death?
And as soon as I'm done with this war, I'm totally gonna propose! It's alright. Things will work out somehow. First, I'll have to acquire some super high-quality sashimi from Honoka. I'll use Surprise God and get the key to the emergency exit for Girls' Dorm 1. I'll have changed into my street clothes so that if I'm spotted, they won't know I'm an Amino Kiseki student. From the emergency exit of Girls' Dorm 1, I'll have a clear path to cut through Mihoshi no Mori's grounds. I'll enter the pool while they're on lunch break. Here's where it gets tricky. How am I going to involve Maria in some kind of incapacitating accident? It's easy to float by the poolside. Maybe I can make him trip so that he falls and hurts himself. Or perhaps there's some way I can make it so that he gets trapped in the locker room. Wait, what if I contrive some manner of wardrobe malfunction? That's a surefire way to use embarrassment to cause emotional trauma.
Kanako, what are you doing here?
Oh, crap. You mean lunchtime is over already?
You must be Miss Miyame, the new teacher. You're a member of the All-Japan Piggyback Battle Federation and have the Level 3 Piggyback Battle certification, correct? So that's it. If I'm not mistaken, you must have come as judge for the competition we'll be having during swim class today.
No, that's not it. heaven. I guess it's true that what goes around comes around.
Rindo's Diary. Good afternoon. My name is Rindo. My hobby is staging mock war games.
With radio again? College entrance exams are coming soon. Instead of a vocational school, what I would like to do is go to a really nice university. One where I can turn my dreams into a reality.
This summer, I think I'll take some of the courses that I'm weakest in. If possible, someday I would like to have a diplomatic position, just like my father. For me, nothing would be better than spreading my love of Japanese archery across the whole world. Oh, me? I think I'm going to go home for a bit. The foreign branch of the company my father runs isn't doing so well right now. So I'm going to see if I can do anything to help out. But I'll return here soon. And when I come back, I want to take as many courses as I can. After all, it's student's duty to study, right? I have to face the facts. Once high school is over, time doesn't just stand still. It keeps marching on.
So it looks like the grasshopper has noticed the presence of approaching winter.
You! Go ahead and talk about your wonderful glittering dreams all your life! Come the year 2012, you're all going down! That's right, the kids of the fire predicted it, baby! The future is meaningless! Let me say as if it were the last! Seize the moment! By the balls! By the balls!
Speaking of ludicrous prophecies, it sure is a shame that the King of Terror didn't come and take you away in 1999.
Happy birthday, Sachi. I want to be loved by you. Just you and nobody else but you. Masarika, is it really necessary to be cruel to me all of the time? I'm sorry. If you want me to be nice, you'll have to pay the price. I was just trying to channel the spirit of Marilyn Monroe.
Well, you should go to heaven right now and beg her for forgiveness.
And then all the bodies were frozen to the core, frozen to the... I almost forgot. Tomorrow is the day Sachi Momoi's birthday celebration will be held. Isn't that right, Han? I wonder what sort of presents young girls like to get these days.
Wow, I'm really surprised. Sachi must be super popular for the students to organize a birthday party at the school for her, even though it's during summer vacation.
Of course. After all, she's kind and generous enough to even be friends with someone like you. You living gutter trash.
Look at her. She's just adorable.
Just what the hell is this?
Don't get your fingerprint on it!
You secretly photographed her?
Yeah, that's the Sachi book. This is the Yamada book, and here's the Kitty book. And there's a Holic book, too. Of course, I have them for some of the other girls as well.
tough love. She's saving you from a life of crime. Now I'll be confiscating that.
Why? You idiot didn't do anything!
Call it to the police! You're gonna have to self-put the photo album in your heart from now on.
Oh, well, if that's how it is, then I'll just have to record Sachi's birthday party on my camera phone instead.
Could you try to show a little shame once in a while?
Dear Mother in Heaven, your little Kaneko is so excited. I bet Sachi's birthday party will be just as cute and fun as she is.
This is your special day, so we just like to say it's happy birthday for Sachi, and that's all there is to say.
Why do I feel like it's the night before Christmas all of a sudden? Well, it is the celebration of the day that our savior Sachi was born into this world.
Although Sachi Momoi has not saved our souls, she has saved our grades with her Sachi notes. We all owe her a great deal of gratitude.
What, Kitty? A few weeks ago, when the bath broke down in girls' dorm number 2, Miss Momoi just happened to have a full-size boring machine capable of digging a wonderful hot spring for us. As a result, God's skin is silkier and smoother than ever.
Just happened to have?
Miss Momoi helped me out when I was in the Sahara Desert by using a metal detector to find the engagement ring I lost.
Okay, hold on a second. You were, Miss Nishisaki.
A ruthless tyrant king plagued the people of my land until Miss Momoi came along and changed everything for the better.
Who are you? Sachi Momoi. Her kindness knows no boundaries and discriminates against no one, regardless of age, nationality, or religion. So it's no wonder that she earned the position of third in the worldwide sweetie pie ranking. Honaka? Wait, what's the worldwide sweetie pie ranking? Dear Sachi, my father's fishing company was able to secure a purchasing agreement for some very valuable KG salmon. KG salmon?
Nanjaro's Corner!
KG, a young white salmon, mainly caught off the coast of Shiritako and Abashiri in Hokkaido. Only 1 out of every 10,000 salmon is a KG salmon. As a result, they're valued as a rare delicacy. You smell that, kids? That's the smell of profits.
I just wanted to say thanks to all of you guys for throwing me such an awesome birthday party and everything. And well, I tried to think of different ways I could show my appreciation or make a speech or say something cool, but now that I'm up here so totally flattered, I don't think I could come up with anything good at all.
Come on, Sachi, you can do it. Wow, Yuzuru looks just like a proud mom who's watching a little girl in a school play. I knew she was cute, but I never realized she was like a celebrity. I'm so proud of you, Sachi.
So, Miyame, what have you decided on for today?
Oh, you mean for a present? Actually, Hanako. Maria?
Could you come with me for a moment?
What do you want? Why did you drag me all the way out here?
Give me that.
Oh, what the heck do you think you're doing to my present?
I'm just gonna check what you got for her. And just what in the world might this be?
An adorable little double set, of course.
I don't care what the stupid thing is called.
Yeah, but the furry top will make her cute little boobies look bigger.
Her boobies are none of your business.
I tell ya, cosplay lingerie is cute enough, but it sure costs a pretty penny. I had to quit eating lunch for weeks to save up money for... Where are you going with that, Monster?
I'm confiscating it.
But it's perfect! It was chosen specifically with Sachi's cuteness in mind. It maximizes her adorableness.
You want me to bury you, huh? I'll do it, so help me God. All right, pervert, listen up. Just because you're a freak doesn't mean you get to force your weird fetishes on the people around you. Got it? Now get back to the party.
No way.
Momoi, congratulations. I brought you a CO2 fire extinguisher.
Thank you so much, Nanami. I've always wanted one of those, just in case an electronics fire broke out.
Here you go, Sachi. I got you an automotive fan belt and some engine oil.
Thank you, Yuzuru. How did you know I was just thinking about revamping the Tofu Chef's Panda Torino?
Hey, Momoi, didn't you say one time that you were looking for a good speed gun?
Oh, thank you. I've been meaning to calculate the correct velocity of a foreign baseball pitcher's speedball for ages with a narcotic detection dog. Yes! That's awesome! I can use him to sniff out some pickled seaweed. It's so hard to come by these days.
Please allow me to present you with this oil tanker.
That's wonderful! I just drilled up a bunch of crude oil the other day.
Everyone's giving her such awesome stuff. My adorable little double set would have blown them all out of the water, though. This is all that stupid Maria's fault. How am I going to get out of this? I'm sure Sachi would say something like, "It's the thought that counts!" But in the meantime, I'm sure everyone in here is going to be silently judging me, screaming inside their heads, "Get a clue, Kaneko!" They're all going to think I'm a first-rate jerk.
Oh, Kaneko, I'm so glad you could make it. You're the best.
Her smile is as bright as a sunflower. Desperate times call for desperate action. Sachi, congratulations on your birthday. This time I'll be your present. All those gifts, tankers and fan belts and speed guns. Everyone tried their best to get Sachi things that they knew she wanted or needed. Because her friends care about her so much, they tried to give her things that they knew would make her smile. But did I do that?
Just because you're a freak doesn't mean you get to force your weird fetishes on the people around you. Got it?
Damn it. Maria may be a jerk, but he's got a point.
Is something the matter, Kaneko?
They say give a gift you'd like to receive, but even I wouldn't want the adorable little double set.
Yes?
What should I do? This is really embarrassing. I'm sorry. present.
Huh? Kaneko! Wait! I wanna be loved by you. Just you and nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you alone. Sachi, my dear.
You know, now that I think about it, Sachi has been nicer to me than any of my other classmates at Amino Kisagi. When I was a nervous wreck on my first day, she just smiled brightly and said, "Be friends with me," even though we had only just met. And when my stomach was growling during the opening ceremony, she was nice enough to give me a piece of candy. Her gesture made me feel for the first time that if I tried hard enough, I might actually be able to make it here. Now what? How can I show her how much she means to me?
There you are, Kaneko!
Sachi!
I'm so glad I finally found you.
I'm really sorry, Sachi. I just...
Thank you. I got your present. It's cute. I really love it.
But that's my private Sachi photo collection. How did you...
I hope you don't mind.
Maria!
After all, it was such a clever idea you decided to honor her birthday by giving her a way to relive the memories of her year as a 16-year-old, and all of it was painstakingly recorded in secret.
As we all know, candid photography results in strikingly natural pictures.
Although you had taken the time to make such a lovely album, when you saw everyone had gotten Sachi such lavish gifts, you became embarrassed of your own and had to run away, isn't that right? I said, isn't that right?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
He saved me? Wow, Kaneko! I can't believe you took so many candid pictures of me! And to think I never suspected a single thing!
Well, that was the whole point.
I'm so happy! I'll treasure it forever!
Don't say that.
Come on, you guys! Everyone's waiting! Let's go back to the hall and have some birthday cake!
This is wrong. Please don't be so happy. I don't deserve to see such a sweet smile from you. Sachi, hold on a second.
What will you gain from telling her the truth?
I didn't even try to get you a decent present. I just took voyeuristic photos of you to satisfy my perversity.
What will telling her these things accomplish? Do you think hearing the truth will make her happy?
Do you have to use the harshest language possible to prove your point?
Of course, she may feel a bit better for telling her the truth. And I'm sure Miss Momoy will probably smile and forgive you, but you would only be hurting her for the sake of your own conscience. There are some things that cannot be forgiven with an apology alone. You of all people should know this. Kaneko.
Therefore, by the power vested in me, I, Maria Shiju, pass judgment.
Judgment? What are you talking about?
The crime of trespassing against Sachi Momoy is especially reprehensible. Which is why, for the next episode, I am officially revoking your right to say a word.
Simply put, next episode, you will be nothing but a minor background character without any speaking lines.
Dear Mother in Heaven, stay tuned for an unimaginably shocking turn of events as your daughter Kaneko faces her greatest challenge yet.
Diary. It's Matsurika again. Good evening.
And what do you think you're doing?
My apologies. You must excuse my ignorance, for I am but a common young man and could think of no other music fit for a wealthy household.
It's not the song that I have a problem with.
Well, in that case, allow me to present you with Spring from Antonio Vivaldi's Four Seasons.
Okay, quit snapping your fingers. Cut it out, Matsurika. You're not helping by adding your own notes.
Maria, would you just leave those two alone? They're just going to annoy you. Let's hurry up and trade her some assignments already.
Sorry about that. I have mine right over here.
Huh?
What's the matter? Just a few simple assignments to take care of.
What? But the Hoshino-mori only has a little bit of work. Oh, I get it. You're lying to me. You're just trying to trick me again like you always do.
You honestly think I'd make all of these fake assignments? That's an awful lot of trouble just to play a trick.
I guess you have a point. Sorry.
If the trick is good enough, I think that there are people in this world that would go that far.
As I recall, we decided that we would each be responsible for the tests and assignments from our original schools.
Yes, I know. A promise is a promise, so I guess I'll be taking care of all of these for you then.
Excellent. I knew I could depend on you, little sis. So, as a token of my gratitude, allow me to read aloud some of the questions for you. Question 1. If God looked at himself in a mirror, what would he see?
Huh? That's the riddle, right?
It's a language arts problem.
That seems a little strange for a homework question. You're absolutely sure it's not a riddle?
Quit stalling and answer the question. If God looked at a mirror, then what would he see?
If he was reflected in a mirror, I guess he would have to appear inverted, right? Then I suppose God read backwards would be dog. So maybe the answer is dog?
I see. That logic seems sound. All right, then. Second question. What is broken when its name is spoken?
Okay, this has gotta be a riddle.
It's a language arts problem.
The answer is silent?
Correct. You're on a roll now, Shizu. Here we go. Next riddle.
Maria, you just said riddle.
When does the order of the seasons go fall, spring, summer, winter, in that specific order?
Pat?
What has no mouth, but everyone knows that what it says is the truth?
Huh?
What place begins every week on Friday? What did the kappa eat on March the 3rd? Which kind of food on noodle is the longest, kitsune or tanuki? Come on. Who was the first foreigner to eat taco on pickled vegetables? How many questions is that?
Maria!
I'm just trying to help.
Yes, Master Maria, you do suck. You two are, if you will, like an officer from headquarters and a soldier on the front line. Despite the difference in ranks, neither is better than the other. Their roles on the battlefield may differ greatly, but both are indispensable players in the game of warfare. Such is my metaphor.
Yeah, well, you know what? Your metaphor doesn't make any sense. Also, I will have you know that I do not suck.
To make up for tricking me again, you're gonna have to answer my riddles now, and you can't miss a single one of them.
A challenge? You're wrong.
Okay, first question. A pan is a pan and what else?
Crap, a pan is a frying pan, but it also means bread in Spanish. So I was about to say bread, but for her to blurt that out with such resolve must mean that it can't just be a matter of what does the word pan mean in another language. No, there must be more to it than that.
Oh no, I got too cocky and blurted out this riddle by mistake. There's no way it'll fool Maria. After all, it's famous for tricking people into guessing the wrong way. 73% of people confuse the first standard riddle and just answer Spanish for bread.
Jeez, it doesn't look like she's kidding around. Is this a real challenge? A pan is a pan. What else is a pan?
Wow, Maria doesn't look like she's kidding around. There's no chance that he's gonna answer wrong at this rate. If only I could think of some way to throw him off course. But I just can't come up with the answer. What do? Reno is clueless. I can't depend on him. Oh, what about Mozzarella? Yes, this has zero intention of helping. The puppet brother, I know if anyone is doing you bad.
Wait a minute.
And bow.
Ishima, remember you said that you'd go visit the bookstore with me today? You got permission to go off campus and everything, right?
Of course, Chifumi. How could I forget?
Okay, how about we go get something for lunch while we're at it then? It's good to take breaks from studying every once in a while, after all. We should totally get some fast food or something. I've been craving burgers and fries like crazy.
Fast food is so bad for you, though. And besides, you'll need to get back to prepare for the competition.
Y'all look just like a Papua golden stag beetle, but you're just a roasting stag beetle shell. So don't you go treating me like a kid. I'm already 10 years old. I can take a like for you. One of my beetles lived for 5 years. You hear that? I'm an expert breeder.
Why on earth is there a young boy shouting at me about insects on campus? These insects he speaks of are probably a special breed of beetle of class Insecta, order Calyptera, family Lucanidae, genus Dorcas, the Dorcas hopeibinodolosus, the Dorcas stag beetle. They are kept as pets and breed easily. Breed? Don't tell me this young boy! This is a girls' school, and boys are not allowed on campus!
Hey, dumbass! I'm just a kid. You think you can go pushing your stupid grown-up rules on me?
Wait one moment. I seem to recall you saying not to treat you like a kid.
When I say that, hurry up and get your head out of the past. You old senile man. You are a man, aren't you, Pop? Or are you a wild beast? Ain't that strange? Don't really seem right to let a wolf like you hang around all these pretty young sheep.
I am but a man of the cloth, and despite being a man, I'm of no danger to the sea.
Help, please! Harper! This here old man thinks he's harm!
You misunderstand it. There's love and a difference of ages.
What on earth are you doing here?
Huh? You know this kid, Ishima? Cutie pie, gross fat pig, cutie pie. Well, ain't this something? City gals are way cuter than I thought they'd be, except for that ugly one right there. Thank you, Miss Blondie-haired cutie pie. If it weren't for you putting in a good word for me, I wouldn't have been able to visit here in the first place.
Don't you worry about it a bit. If there's anything I can do to help out a guest of Miss Ishima's, it's time well spent as far as I'm concerned.
So tell us, how are you and Ishima related to each other anyway? Are you her brother, her cousin? Well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hanabusa Toda. I'm an elementary school student and Ryugen's future husband. You mean you two are betrothed? Are you pulling my leg? Why didn't you tell me sooner? How long has it been? Oh my god, we should throw it again!
calm down.
When's the wedding? I'll hook you up. Have you decided who your maid of honor is yet, Papa?
Shifumi, please stop. I promise I'll buy you all the hamburgers you want for lunch
Well,
tomorrow.
matrimony certainly sends girls into a frenzy. You might say this sort of behavior comes as quite a surprise from the normally reserved Satsuki. Good afternoon. I'm here to bring you up-to-date commentary on the emotional status of our now silent protagonist. My name is Ringo Shinoji.
I'm God. Today I'll be acting as Ringo's lovely assistant commentator. Yeah?
Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Now please sit back and enjoy the match.
So, Ishima's fiance, what brought you all the way here to Ame no Kiseki? The 9700 Nozomi train? That's not exactly what I meant. If y'all gals ever want to do yourself some traveling, take it from me, and don't just go to the first ticket place you see. Pick a shop bar from the station, and you'll get better deals. Ain't that right, Ryukin? Ryukin?
What a surprising turn of events! The simple act of hearing Tota refer to Miss Ishima so casually has Miyame's expression twisted with bloodlust. Is that your interpretation as well?
Indeed. Throughout the ages, enraged and oppressed common folk have no doubt displayed similar expressions.
Before a revolt, you mean? Revolution is such a messy business.
It certainly can be when you're using common objects instead of actual weapons to wage war.
Oh, very much so. However, you'd be surprised at how ingenious common folk can be. Expertly laid traps and guerrilla warfare is often a very effective
Ha ha
strategy.
ha! Oh, Miss Dorm Leader, if I didn't know better, I'd almost think that you witnessed it firsthand.
My dear sweet boy, God sees all and knows all, as they say. Now then, I think it's about time that we all get going. Why don't you two take some time to take a stroll across campus?
But there's still a ton of stuff I want to ask them about!
Oh, do Chifumi? As team captain, we need you with the archery range.
You're right. The inter-school competition is coming up after all. Okay, Ishima, we'll go to the bookstore tomorrow, so get your permission slip updated.
All right, sorry about this.
See you two lovers later! Don't do anything too wild while I'm gone.
Oh ho! And here we have yet another unexpected turn of events. Nice play, Captain. Just as you were starting to become an abrasive character, you switch gears in the nick of time, and Kaneko is forcibly removed from the field.
Oh dear, she certainly seems dissatisfied, doesn't she? You might even say that a wild monkey being prodded with sticks would make more cute expressions than this. Not that I recommend you try it, mind you.
Your fiance? What, you little runt? The only ones allowed anywhere near Ryukin are me and pretty girls that I like.
Is probably what she wants to say. But of course she can't, as she is currently prohibited from speaking. What a pity. Still, if nothing else, Kaneko has an unyielding spirit. I'll be looking forward to witnessing her forthcoming counterstrike.
Indeed. Please.
So, Tota, was there anything in particular you wanted to see? I'm afraid there's not much to do here but walk across campus and look at different buildings. Perhaps we could watch some club activities if you'd like.
Whatever's fine. Just being out here with the gal I love is good enough for me. And if a stag beetle happens to come along, then it'd be sweet paradise.
A stag beetle?
Oh, never you mind about that. It's just that I heard this place is what you call a concrete jungle or something. But now that I'm hearing all, it's a mighty lot greener than I thought it'd be.
Is there something wrong with that tree? Is it okay?
No. The tree's peachy keen. I'm just uppity is all. Being with you is exciting as nabbing a Prospicoleus giraffe beetle.
The Prospicoleus giraffus stag beetle is the world's largest variety and makes its home in the forests of Asia. Incidentally, the missile with the world's longest firing range, coming in at 160 to 200 kilometers, is the radar-guided AIM-54 Phoenix air-to-air missile. Both it and the only aircraft capable of launching it, the F-14 Tomcat, has since been retired. The AIM-54 in 2004 and the Tomcat in 2006. The American military has no actual battle data on the AIM-54, a fact which can be clearly linked to the F-14 Tomcat's exorbitant cost. You could say that this missile, which has never hit its targets outside of testing, hardly deserves the romanticized reputation it now has. Ah, smooth move, Tota. See how he casually stows away his tweezers? As we saw earlier, before he was interrupted, Tota was preparing himself for cavity search.
Yeah, cavity search, you say?
Yes. The technique used when collecting stag beetles that have laid claim to a specific cavity. You use a penlight to search the tree's cavity and draw the beetle out. Ah, you see here? He's searching around now. It seems as though he has embraced the hunt in earnest. The look is unmistakable.
If I might take a moment to ask, Ringo, is Tota in fact here to visit his supposed fiancée, Miss Ishima? Or is he just using that as an excuse to hunt some rare stag beetles?
Well, I would postulate that having met Miss Ishima, he's calmed down a bit and as a result has fallen prey to the allure of bug collecting.
In the case of high-ranking company officials and politicians, I believe this is referred to as the honey trap.
Indeed, temptation can be relentless, even for adults with sound judgment. But for a child who is still grappling with his impulsive nature, does young Tota stand a chance?
What's that? You went by my parents' place first?
I thought you'd be there, but they said you were still in school even though it was summertime. Your mom and pa were in an uproar, you know? What with you carrying on about going to local college and then suddenly talking about wanting to go to a big university all instead? They didn't know what to think. But hey, I'm not going to argue with you. It's all your
My dream
decision,
can't
so-
come true as things stand now.
Dream? A woman should dream about making a happy home. And if a stag beetle happens to come along, then consider it paradise.
Why would there be stag beetles in the house?
Listen,
I'm gonna work real hard to get some good things in life. And maybe because of that, we might not get to spend much time together. But on my few days off, you and I can search the mountains for giant stag beetles over 3 inches long. I know it ain't much, but that's the kind of modest home life I'd like us to have.
About this whole fiancé business, it was all just a joke my grandparents said over drinks. I'm afraid that you're the only one who's taking it seriously, Tota. Wait, don't get upset. Now what do I do? Please don't cry, Tota.
I just never liked a gal as much as I like you before, is all. Wish you could say the same for me.
Oh, Tota.
Indeed. Why, even someone who is confronting their parents' killer would have less bloodlust in their eyes than we're seeing here. What's this? She seems to be moving forward. Does she plan on resorting to force?
Oh, Miane!
Oh, ho! Some unexpected players have just entered the field. Student Council President Ayori Shiki and Vice President Maki Natsuru.
The student council president is a relative of Mishiru, isn't that right?
Oh, dear. Is that a sick mask you're wearing? Please don't tell me that you caught a summer cold.
What a remarkable turn of events, ladies and gentlemen!
So far, everyone has ignored Kaneko's highly suspicious sick mask, but here comes a totally normal girl. She's too well adjusted to just ignore it.
Yes, the air of suspense is so thick, you could practically cut it with a knife. How curious. The creature seems to have detected something and is making a closer inspection.
You must have noticed that my skirt's different today. How very observant of you, Miane.
As always, the Vice President never disappoints. She always had a way with animals, so deciphering the Kaneko's grunts comes as an easy task for her.
I just bought this skirt the other day. I had to throw out the last one after I accidentally ripped it. What's the matter? Are you not feeling... She might have been holding her mouth so that she wouldn't throw up. The poor thing. Yes, I'm worried about her.
Her sick mask appears to be stained red with blood. Sudden nosebleeds caused by erotic fantasies are a common weakness among her kind. Normally, the Kaneko would take an easy way out of this situation by allowing her classmates to rush her to the nurse's office. However, she has her sights set on Ishima's self-proclaimed fiancé and pushes on. Such an unwavering sense of purpose. One might even call it instinct. She's on the move again. It's clear that she won't rest until this threat has been eliminated. And so off she goes to destroy the unrequited love of a 10-year-old elementary school student.
She runs. She runs. And she runs. Even though her throat grows hoarse and her knees nearly buckle beneath her. Even though her very heart is on the verge of bursting, still she runs. She runs. But her destination is far from paradise.
It looks like a rather troublesome creature has entered the fray.
Yes, and with a decidedly triumphant expression for some reason.
It's that girl who got hit in the face by the ugly stick.
Kaneko, is something the matter?
At first glance, it would seem as though Kaneko got the drop on Tota. By collecting the first beetle, she is making an attempt at staking the female as her territory, and by doing so, establishes her dominance. However, it is a foolhardy effort.
You've got some real balls, Missy. Step aside, Ryukin. I'm gonna prove to you once and for all that I'm the only man you
What
need.
are you talking about?
The sun set, and the battle drew to a close.
Poor Miyame lost on her home turf. What a shame.
You could say that the battle had been decided before it even began, for it is a well-known fact that the young Tota is regarded as a celebrity among bug catchers, even earning the nickname the Palawanicus of Naniwa. The Dorcas titanus palawanicus is a stag beetle native to the island of Palawan and the world's most powerful giant stag beetle.
Chan-chan.
Incidentally, the world's most powerful helicopter is the AH-64D Apache Longbow, a complete redesign of the original featuring a man-print cockpit and arrowhead sensor system. The Longbow's fire control radar allows the use of Hellfire anti-tank missiles, making it worlds apart from the original AH-64 Apache, which was developed in the 1970s. Along with the updated T-700 engines and cutting-edge digital communication systems, the Apache Longbow is truly an advanced piece of military weaponry.
That reminds me of something I heard about Apaches too. Long ago, as a test of endurance, Apache warriors used to traverse the mountain ranges holding water in their mouths. The idea was not to give in to the temptation to drink water. If at the end of the trial there was less water in their mouths than when they started, they would not pass the test. It seems like such a fun and inventive way to increase stamina, don't you think? Perhaps exercises like these are what helped Mr. Geronimo live up to his energetic reputation.
What's that you say? The mic is picking up something? And it looks like we have an update from the field. Not much has happened here. To be perfectly honest, I'm not exactly sure what sort of competition this was supposed to be in the first place.
What are you doing? Don't look so down in the dumps. You did real good by me trying to make me look so cool in front of my gal and all. Here you go. We're even. Well, now, what do you know? That did the trick. A 4-inch sag beetle really suits you. Sorry I ever said you weren't a cutie pie. I guess it's high time for me to face the music. Ryukin, let me see your hand.
Like this?
It's a good luck charm, all the way from Dazafu to the Mungo Shrine. The truth is, I already knew you were trying to go to a big university. I am your fiancé, so of course I knew. I really just came here to give you that. Do your best with all that studying, Kay?
Thank you, Tota.
Alrighty. Well then, now that that's that, guess I better get back to Osaka.
But you just got here.
I only plan to stay for the day. So if I don't head off soon, I'll miss the bullet train home. Next time you see me, I'll be an even greater man than I am now. So in the meantime, why don't you give a little bit more thought to us getting married, okay?
Wait! Tota.
You?
Oh. Well, if it ain't the old roach in Beetle's clothing. Sorry I said you were a little girl chasing pervert earlier. From now on, I'll just be calling you Old Man Kane.
Huh?
This is to say I'm sorry. No need to thank me. Dear Mom and Pa, and also Pochi, Tama, Yoshio, Gorimura, Antoinette, and the rest of y'all. Amino Kiseki was a lot nicer than I thought it'd be, so I'm glad. I've still got a long way to go before I'm grown up, but at least I can come home proud, having done what I set out to do. Here at the school of the gal I love, I came a little bit closer to being a man.
This romantic feeling reminds me of how cool the Apache 64D is, and the Tomcat's variable wingspan is enough to make one swoon with ecstasy.
Of course it does. Young love, to what tale will fate lead these hearts next?
And thank you for watching. I have been your commentator, Ringdo.
Standing in as his assistant, I'm the dorm leader. God, thanks again.
See you next time. Have a good night.
Nighty-night, everyone.
Red light, green light. So what did you do all this time?
Yesterday, I spent the entire day running around looking for stag beetles. I even remembered to put on sunblock and everything, though.
This has got to be the sickest joke ever told.
It's just not fair. Why does mayonnaise turn you so damn dark?
Now I understand. You come to consult the supreme embodiment of a fair-skinned beauty for advice, is that it?
I might have a suggestion. truth. You gotta believe me. This adorable little girl has been standing by my pillow every night and I haven't been able to sleep.
Curses have yet to be proven by science.
Come on, I'm sure it's just your imagination. All right. In that case, why don't one of you guys hang on to this for me?
I have no use for it.
Well, actually, I already have one of my own, so...
If you're having trouble sleeping, maybe you should try and get some late night studying done instead.
It's been well over a week since Kanako Miyame began walking around with dark circles around her eyes. Mishido told me that she's just been having some trouble sleeping lately, but still, I must save her. I just had a really bad feeling in my gut.
Perhaps that man is coming.
Who is that man?
Oh, just someone we happened to send a telegram to informing him that you haven't been able to sleep lately because of nightmares.
Telegram? Why a telegram in this day and age? And seriously, wiring a telegram is not something you just happen to do. I mean, really? Who is this guy, huh? Who does he send a sneaky telegram to?
Miyame? Are you in there, Miyame?
Oh, God, no! It's Father Connie! Don't come near me!
It's okay, Miyame. Shido told me everything. You don't have to be afraid now. I'm here for you. Donaviela? Donaviela is a type of halophile green microalgae which is known as Yohigemushi in Japan. However, bringing that up right at this moment might cause some confusion. It's most likely that Miyame just screamed this word randomly in fear and panic, however strange it may seem. Poor Miyame. These sleepless nights have pushed her exhausted mind to its limits, leaving you so terrified and confused that your lips are spewing nonsense like sludge from a broken drain pipe. But you're safe now, my child. I'm here to help you. Miyame, lay down on the bed and close your eyes.
Okay, whatever, just please don't touch me.
Father Connie, what are you planning to do?
Well, I'm going to show you all a little trick my dear mama used to use to help me fall asleep at night.
Isn't the usual idea to imagine sheep jumping over a fence and eventually rolling yourself to sleep by counting them as they pass by?
Yes, the same basic method is applied to the trick my mama used as well. In the age of the Old Testament, one would visualize the much-hated octopus, then known as the devilfish, and count the tentacles as he chopped them off one by one. People believed that by doing so, they would drive the dream demon away, and as a result, would fall asleep in no time. It always has worked marvelously for me.
Octopus?
Now, you give it a try, Miyame.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Done. I don't think this is working, though.
Impossible! What could we be doing wrong? Every time my mama used the trick, by the 8th tentacle, I'd be asleep without fail. Unfortunately for Miyame, 8 legs simply might not be enough. If Mama's methods are useless, then I have no other choice than to use force. I will utilize hypnosis to help you sleep.
You know hypnosis?
Now then, just relax and slowly close your eyes. Listen to the sound of my voice. The picture this in your mind's eye. You're in the mountains, strolling along a peaceful meadow path. You see the silhouette of an animal walking towards you from ahead. Can you tell me, what animal is it?
A capybara?
Ah, good God! I was attempting to use a psychological test to determine the root of Miyame's subconscious unrest. But to choose capybara, why that would mean that her hidden desire is to... Lie with me! Not only to suffer the land, but also to put the worries of dear Maria Shidu and Matsurika Shinoji to rest. I will surrender myself to you!
It seems as though she has lost consciousness.
Well, I guess that technically counts as sleep. All's well that ends well.
Thank heavens. The last resort paid off. Hopefully now she'll get the rest she needs.
Father Connie, thank you so much. Would you do me the honor of taking this as a token of my appreciation?
You mean to give this to me?
Yes, as thanks for all you've done. Please keep it with you always, close to your heart.
Shidu. I will gladly accept your burden of gratitude. Indeed, I have a burden on my shoulders, but it's not one of gratitude. Each night I have been unable to sleep thanks to visions of a freakishly adorable little girl visiting my room. This feeling in my heart in the wake of Maria Shidu and Matsurika Shinoji, Ayari Shiki and Maki Natsuru. Could this be the fifth love of my life?
You feeling okay, Kanako?
Please don't tell me that cursed rosary is still keeping you awake at night. Maria decided it would be best to give it to Father Kane. She said that if something wasn't done about it, neither of us would end up getting any sleep. But now, dear Mother in Heaven, I learned that sometimes one might not fully appreciate something until it's no longer there. Say, Matsurika, about the cursed rosary you gave me, do you happen to have any other varieties of cursed objects by any chance?
Huh?
I just can't seem to get the nights I spent with that horrifyingly cute little girl out of my mind. I mean, not that I'm like all about little girls in specific or anything. She could be a sexy, mature school nurse or a feisty police officer or a stewardess, flight attendant or whatever. I'm not picky. Any of those would be totally cool with me. So if you have any other cursed objects that can summon something along those lines, feel free to throw them my way, okay?
You truly have no shred of self-respect left, do you?
I suppose I have no choice then. Very well. Perhaps you will find this to your liking.
What is this?
Excuse me, but are there any medical professionals on board the plane?
I work as a school nurse. Perhaps I could be of some assistance.
Thank you. Please come this way, ma'am.
Oh, I thought this sort of thing only happened in movies.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, but are there any Sundari characters on board?
Wow, that's specific. I might be able to provide assistance. But it's not because I want to or anything. Got it?
Thank you. Please come this way, ma'am.
What sort of in-flight situation would require a school nurse and a girl with an attitude like that? Something really weird is going on here.
Is there a main character on board who has little presence, is constantly being mocked by others, and also happens to be a great admirer of women?
Here! It's gotta be me! Just me and nobody else! I'm the one you want!
It seems that one didn't work out for you. Well then, perhaps this will be more to your liking.
What is this?
Okay, can you read this for me?
Alright, how about this? A-M-A-B-I-D-F-A-T Piggy period.
Very good. Okay, now I'll give you the baton and you can test my eyesight as well.
Oh my god, this is my chance! I can make Natsuru say anything I want, like, I love you, baby, or kiss me beautiful, or something awesome like that! Okay, first I'll make her say, Kaneko, I love you! K? It's not here! There's no K for Kaneko! In that case, can you read this letter, Natsuru?
So that one didn't work either. Well then, this should be more to your liking.
What is this?
Miyame, I need you to draw a Yuri scene in this panel.
Yes, ma'am. This is no good. Having to draw scenes like this is making my nose bleed again. I can feel the warmth of blood running down my face. I know it's just a dream, but it feels so real. Hey, this is not what's going on, Matsuruka. These aren't sexy dreams. They're more like lame comedy routines.
Yeah, well, what do you expect? Items that are conveniently cursed the way you want them to be don't exist.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that the items you've been sleeping with have never been cursed in the first place. They are items which reflect a very specific taste. These are but a small selection from my personal collection of very similar themed items, all of which I was able to purchase from various online auctions.
What do you mean? A specific taste? What taste?
Dear Mama in Heaven, how are you coping with this oppressive midsummer heat? I heard a rather unsettling rumor the other day. Word has it that the rosary dear Shidu gave me that I have been loath to part with is actually cursed. I wonder what that could mean. It somewhat reminds me of a story you read to me long ago called The Evil Cross. One day, a man realizes there's no soy sauce left in his house, so he runs to the nearby grocery store in his neighborhood. However, the door of the grocery store is closed. There he finds a sheet of paper with the store hours listed. The man then takes out his phone and tweets. The intersecting of a man's needs and shifting store hours is an evil cross indeed. I wonder if the cursed rosary the students have been talking about is from a story similar to that one. There are many urban legends floating around campus. Perhaps the cursed rosary is yet another. Cursed rosary. Cursed. Cursed rhymes with nursed. What do you nurse? If you're nursing a leg injury, you walk slowly. That's it! But what manner of leg injuries might one have? Legs include shins, which are close to your toes. Shinto is a Japanese religion. Okinawa is in Japan. There they have a type of priestess called a Noro who conducts various ceremonies, perhaps even removing curses. Mumble, 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 mumble.
Father Kane!
Mumble,
Can I please have the rosary back? I can't find anything else that comes with visions or adorable little girls, and I searched the whole internet!
Miyame, you have seen the adorable little girl in your dreams as well? Then that must mean... the Forbidden Love Triangle!
Why hello, Miss Miyame and Father Connie. You two have certainly picked an interesting place to hold a conversation. Ken!
Oh, it's Miss Storm Leader.
Father Con, where on earth did you find that rosary?
I received this just the other day. It was a very generous gift from Miss Shidu.
Yeah, but Masaka gave it to me first, and then Maria just took it without even asking.
You know that rosary is a special treasure that God had misplaced a very long time ago. What an amazing coincidence that, of all places, it ended up in your hands after being lost to the abyss of time. I'll be taking it back now. I used to treasure this rosary so much, and to top it off, it even comes with a lovely friend for you to cherish.
Lovely friend? Are you talking about that painfully adorable little girl? Hold on a sec, that rosary looks super old, like an antique from centuries ago. If that's the case, then just how old is God anyway?
Take my advice when I say that there are some things in this world you're better off not knowing. All subtlety aside, I wouldn't pry any further if I were you. Otherwise, you might meet your end. Now, shall we get going, Yonakuni? Yeah.
Dear Mama in heaven, it seems as though poor Tunichiro's fifth love of his life is over before it even started.
Dear Mother in Heaven, there's going to be a fun summer event tonight. We all get to wear our yukata and go out in the evening to watch fireworks.
Kaneko, are you about ready to go yet?
The knife! Its beauty carries within a powerful destructive force as it peeks above the top of the yukata. My heart can't take it! But wait just a minute. That means I'll get to see the necks of Kitty, Sachi, and maybe even Yuzuru. And not only that, I might even witness the raw necks of the unexpected guests. Sasuke and Kamachi, too! Kamachi! I'll get to see them all at once! The nape of Kitty's neck, the nape of Sachi's neck, the nape of Yuzuru's neck, the nape of Sasuke's neck, the nape of Kamachi's neck. I'll get to see all the napes! The things I've already up in this mofo! I'm finally just to the nape with liberty and age girl! Crap! Because this didn't involve swimwear, I thought I'd be okay, but my nose is already bleeding like crazy. If I end up seeing so many hot naked necks, I might not be able to contain myself tonight. I might survive an infected me to go
Her head always seems like it's about to pop. I wonder if it will someday.
Well, summer will do that to you.
You're bringing dried liver? It's kind of dangerous to eat it raw during the summertime, that's all. But that's besides the point! It's a summer festival! Why isn't anyone wearing their hair up? My dream of beautiful necks ruined! It's all ruined! And after I found a way to handle my nosebleeds, too!
Would you hold on a second, Chifumi? I'm still not sure I want to go.
Come on, you're already wearing your yukata. There's no turning back now.
Yeah, but...
You need a break every now and then. Come on, hurry up already. Everyone's waiting for us.
Ryukin is here.
Oh, hello, Kaneko. Hi, guys. Chifumi wouldn't stop bugging me about the yukata, so I had to come.
Now everybody's here, right? Yes, then let's hurry to the festival.
If you go through the woods up ahead, there's a great spot to watch the fireworks.
Oh, that's neat. I've never been to this side of the school before. Don't worry, we've got permission to go wherever we like tonight.
How convenient that we'll get to watch the fireworks without even leaving the school campus.
No one has a care in the world tonight.
Would you shut up and have fun? All you ever talk about are entrance exams these days.
Sorry, but I have a dream that I want to achieve no matter what.
What is your dream anyway?
One's dream shouldn't be shared with others so casually.
I thought you were cool, but you're actually pretty lame, huh?
What's the matter, Kaneko?
Napes.
Huh? Did you say Nate?
Speaking of napes, for the 7th consecutive year, the nape of the neck has been the #1 body part that Japanese women wash upon first entering the bath.
Heck yeah! That's what I'm talking about! 70% of Japanese women wash their napes first because they know what a beautiful, charming, and underrated part of the body is! Wow, and both of you knew that?
Well, I wash my upper arms first.
Well, maybe you should try washing your underarms, too.
What are you implying, Chifumi? That isn't nice.
Maria, what part do you wash first?
I'm not quite sure. The left elbow, I think.
FYI, I have a tendency to wash my right ankle first.
There's not much nape action, but this is turning out to be pretty hot. Even Maria's being cute and girly since everyone else is here.
What about you, Kaneko? Where do you wash?
I'll pretend you're a real girl just for tonight. Oh, don't tell me this is a dream again. Like you gave me something or other that belonged to a cursed fireworks technician.
Don't be absurd. There's no such thing.
Oh, Miss Dorm Leader.
My! I see everyone has come out to watch the fireworks. How nice.
Over here. It started.
Hurry up, you guys. You're gonna miss it. Maria, you gotta stay with me. That's the rule.
how would you explain the fact that you failed all of your finals?
Besides, the heat outside is irrelevant when you have air conditioning. You complain about the temperature, but it's as cool in here as it was back in December.
Summer where you don't shed a single drop of sweat. That's a travesty. Why summer if it isn't hot? My God, sparkling on the sun kiss skin of beautiful girls. Why summer uniforms becoming translucent as they stick to supple flesh. Isn't this what summer is all about? Come on, everyone, let's get funny. Are you with me or what?
Miss Miyame, you have a guest, yes-siree.
Huh? Maria, Masurika, thank you for watching over my sister for me all this time.
Did you come all the way just to see your big sister? Come here, come here. You don't have to pretend to. I don't like them anyway. Just sit down next to me.
Just because you're so rude to your roommates doesn't mean I have to be.
I love it when you're strict with me. You know, it's crazy, but I think you got even cuter while you were gone.
And you've gotten even bigger since the last time I saw you. Oh, even from her, that's still a sensitive subject.
Anyway, Miki, we're glad to have you at Amino Kiseki, though I'm sure you're exhausted from your long trip.
Thank you for your kindness, but I'm doing fine. If I might say, you've grown very beautiful since I saw you last, Maria.
Oh? Since you last saw her?
By the way, Kaneko. Here.
Wait a sec. Did they send that thing to you just so you could bring it back?
And here, just as you asked, Maria, I brought my sister's graduation essay, junior high edition.
Lovely.
She had it hidden behind the vent. I noticed because the fan was making weird noises.
Wait a minute. What is going on here? Did you two form some secret email alliance behind my back? Because I don't approve of that, not one bit. No way, do you hear me?
When I grow up, I want to be a genius pastry chef. And this is because my little sister loves cake. And if I can't do that, I will be a genius copywriter instead.
Wow, that's really sad and adorable.
Yes, especially from here on out. Of course, there are lots and lots of other things that I'd like to be. But most of all, more than anything else in the world, I want to be a princess. I want to be a pretty princess so that a prince will come and save me.
So she used to like men, I see.
How romantic. Well, what is your prince going to say to them?
I'm sorry you had to see that. She can be so embarrassing.
Regardless of how she acts, it doesn't reflect on you, Miki.
I see, but you don't deny the part about my sister being embarrassing, huh?
Oh, well,
I'm happy. It seems like you and my big sister are good friends. Oh, Kaneko, what's that you're holding?
Her graduation essay from elementary school.
Huh? Let me see, let me see.
Well, it's not really very interesting. I understand. It's a little embarrassing to let others read your graduation essay, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. Now that I think back on it, I wrote some pretty silly stuff about my dreams and future and whatever back then.
Me too. I remember saying that I wanted to get a job at the foreign ministry.
I think I wrote that I wanted to be just like the Virgin Mary when I grew up.
My wish for the future was peace for all of humanity, if I recall correctly. An embarrassing thing to think, indeed.
Okay, but your level of embarrassment is completely different than mine.
What happened to you, Miyame? Your face is painted with the colors of sorrow. Is that an elementary school graduation essay? Huh? That's a place where children talk about what they want to be when they grow up and their dreams for the future. Is it possible that Miyame is torn apart by the gap between her dream and reality? If that's the case, as an educator, I must teach her that any dream can come true if she works hard and has faith. Today, our summer lesson is going to explore something a little bit different. That is to say, I'd like to talk about dreams. But wait a moment. Perhaps I should reflect on my own feelings as well. Did the dream that I wrote in my elementary graduation essay come true? My dream was... No! I wanted to be a good husband! However, Catholicism strictly prohibits reverend fathers from getting married. In other words, my dream of becoming a groom has not only failed to come true, it's become completely impossible. Yet the angel Maria Shiju has ascended upon the school and revealed herself to me as if to test my conviction. As if that weren't enough, I've also encountered Matsurika Shinoji, Ayari, Shiki, and Maki Natsuru, all suitable brides. But it cannot be. And thus, it would be irresponsible for me to tell Miyame that any dream can come true if you simply believe. Then what is it I should tell her?
What's wrong, Father Kani?
Miyame! Our precious dreams are never going to come true! But we must be strong!
Kaneko! Oh, hey, Miki. What are you doing wandering around out here? Maria had to go to archery practice, so I thought I'd take a little tour of the school. Hey,
When you and Maria were talking before, it sounded like you'd known each other for a while. So you hadn't just met?
Mm-hmm. It was right after Mom died. Don't you remember when our whole family came to Ame no Kizuki? Of course, I was too young to really understand anything back then. But when I was a little bit older, I came back to this school by myself. I just wanted to find out more about Mom and Dad, I guess.
Miki.
Remember in elementary school, that time I ran away from home? That was when I decided to come here. Miss Irene told me about the time Dad and Mom met at this academy. She was kind and honest, and she didn't treat me like a child.
Wait, Miss Irene? You mean Maria's grandmother? The old headmistress of the school?
Mm-hmm.
I'll contact your home, so make yourself comfortable and feel free to stay as long as you like. Maria, I want you to take care of Miki while she's here. You two play nice, all right?
So there you have it. That was when I first met Maria.
Oh, Miyame, what a surprise.
Miss Tanemura.
Who's your friend?
Hello, I'm Kaneko's younger sister, Miki.
Wow, you look so cool.
That's an archery uniform, isn't it?
Do you like archery?
Do you want to give it a try? Dear Mother in Heaven, what the heck is going on here?
Nice shot.
Yeah, that was awesome, Miki!
I always thought archery was really neat, but I wasn't sure I'd ever get the chance to try it out myself.
I'm so excited.
You're not sad it's just a trial?
No way! I'm just happy I got to check out the training hall. That's more than enough for me. Miss Yamaki, is it okay for me to wash the uniform I borrowed in the washing machine?
You just borrowed it for just a little while, so you don't need to worry about washing it before you give it back. Come on, Miki, you can stop calling me Miss Yamaki. It makes me feel like all old. You can just call me Komachi if you like, or just Koma for short. But I call you Yamaki, and there is no way that Shiru calls you Koma. Yeah, whatevs. Maria is special because she's my lover.
She's your lover?
Come on, Komachi, no, not that again. You call all the girls around here your lover, don't you? Yeah, because I love cute girls. And that means Miki's my lover, too.
Strange.
I've got Yuzuru Inamori, the classic Japanese girl that Class 2-1 is very proud of. Shifumi Setsuki, the girl next door in Class 3D who has a family-run sushi restaurant. The adorable and energetic Yamaki Komachi of Class 1A, one of the few students other than me who transferred to the school. Banri Tsumugi of Class 3F, who has a cheeky little brother at Mihoshi no Mori, who she used to play soccer with when they were little, but then he turned into a little jerk and, well, whatever. The only one I'm missing is Ana Suzuka, who's half Japanese and half Russian, but it's only a matter of time before I have the chance to meet her, too. And today, I have Miki, otherwise known as the cutest girl in the whole universe forever and ever, and that's because she's my little sister. So why the heck am I not having any fun? Hey, Miki, you're starting high school next year. Why don't you try coming here? Everyone would love it if you became the archery club manager. Having you around would boost morale for the team, I guarantee it. That's a wonderful idea. We haven't had a manager here in ages, so you'd actually be a big help.
It's great for you guys, but I'll have already graduated by then. That's no fun at all.
Okay, that's enough. It's up to her whether she wants to come to this school or not. Oh, but I was looking for someone else to add to my Maria fan club, and she's perfect. Now you're just being silly. If you keep saying things like that to Miki, you're going to scare her away.
Your Maria fan club, huh? Why, I'll have you know that I have a Maria fan club of my own. In fact, I've been a fan of hers since 3rd grade, so mine is older than yours.
What? Miki, that means you got to see Mini Maria? What would you like? I want to know all the details, okay?
Well, I can tell you that she was already pretty, even back then. Miki, I saw her practicing archery, just like today, and her form was already beautiful. I was so excited, it almost took my breath away. Ever since then, Maria has been like a princess to me, and the person I look up to the most. I hope that's okay. Kaneko,
Miki, you come with me! What are you doing? Cut it out!
Is something wrong? What are you so mad about?
Listen to me, Miki. It's no good!
What's no good?
Maria is no good! I'm serious.
You weren't too hard to find, were you?
I don't want you looking up to her, or thinking she's a princess, or even making jokes about some stupid fan club. Because Maria is really a boy, okay? Oh, crap, I'm in right now! That's not what This is the end. I can explain something. Just give me a second to make something up, please. Oh, you're such a prankster, Kaneko, always making Is that like a sadistic, I'm gonna skin you alive smile, or an I pity you smile, or the elusive don't worry about it smile? Don't forget who you're dealing with, Kaneko. They'll snatch Mickey away as soon as you let your guard down.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm sorry my sister is so rude. Come on, apologize to her for...
Kaneko, I beg you, please forgive me. I know an apology doesn't mean you're going to forgive me, but I take complete and total responsibility for my actions and am prepared to make reparations for my wrongdoing.
You know what your famous jokes again, Kaneko?
Please spare me. He has nothing to do with this.
Stop freaking out, woman! I'm trying to let this crowd go like a fairy of the West Wind, and you're making things as awkward as humanly possible!
That's enough standing around and chatting. Let's go back to the training hall, shall we? I'm sure everyone is worried.
Does that mean you're going to forget me?
You want me to glue your friggin' mouth shut or what? I'm giving you a get-out-of-jail-free card, and you're flipping out like someone's trying to murder you!
By the way, I heard that Anna Suzuka should be arriving at the school any minute now. We should hurry. You've been looking forward to meeting her, haven't you?
I see. Maria's trying to get me out of this. I'm so silly. Maria is a boy. What a funny joke, huh? I was kidding. Maria's not from your mind, that Mickey?
Yeah, of course she is.
And unlike when I touch boys, I don't break out in hives one single bit when I touch Maria. Because Maria is not a boy and totally a girl.
Maria?
Yes?
Here. You know I break out in hives when a man touches me.
Kaneko, Matsurika, would you please let me speak to Maria alone for a moment? In private?
I wonder if Mickey is alright. Maybe I shouldn't have left her all alone with a devil like Maria.
Calm down. There's no point in throwing a fit about it now. Whatever happens with them, you can deal with when they come back.
And anyway, aren't you worried about Maria now that Mickey knows his secret?
He agreed to speak to her alone, and he didn't seem bothered by it, so I don't see any reason why I should be.
Yeah, that's right. I'm actually a guy. So yes, I go to an all-girls school dressed up as a girl. There, are you happy now?
So, are you like a drag queen or what?
Do I look like one?
No. I won't ask you why, and I won't tell anyone.
Well, good. I appreciate that. So, anything else you need to talk about?
I've decided I'm going to become a student here.
If you transfer schools, you'll have to take a new entrance exam, you know.
My dad wanted to send all his daughters to Ameno Kiseki, so it's probably for the best. I'm sure he'd be happy to see Kaneko and I going to the same school together. I'll join the archery club as well, and when I do... Then will you please go out with me?
I see. So it's a trade-off, huh? You'll keep my secret, but I have to give you my heart in return.
I would never do that. You've got it all wrong. I just wanted to confess my feelings. I've been in love with you for a long time.
So you want me so bad you'll threaten me for it? I'm a bit flattered.
I'm serious. Don't say it like that. Ever since I met you, the image of you with a bow has been in my mind. Standing confidently with your back straight, your gaze unwavering. All of these years, I've thought that I wanted to be just like that.
I think for both of our sakes, it'd be best for you to keep that admiration to yourself and out of a relationship with me.
I couldn't figure out if the feelings I had for you were a form of respect or something different, something I didn't understand yet. But now, since I found out you're a man, everything has changed, and everything makes sense as well.
On the contrary, I think your feelings are more confused than ever. You didn't know I was a man just now. You need to let that sink in. Go back to the dorm, eat some dinner, take a bath, and go to bed. We'll talk about this later.
I saw the whole thing. I can't unsee it.
I saw the very second my sister's heart got shattered. It's burned into my memory forever. You're so mean, Matsuruka. How come you didn't let me jump in before things got this
What would you
tragic?
have done if you intervened? I can't possibly imagine a scenario that wouldn't make things worse than they are now.
How can you be so cruel to my little angel? That man is the devil, plain and simple. Contain your rage, Kaneko. The most important thing to do right now is comfort poor Mickey. Mickey? You know what they say. If you keep your head down, the only thing you'll ever find is a change on the ground.
I see. You were watching?
I'm sorry. I was just worried about you. I had to come.
You're awful. But Maria was still kind to me after all that.
What? We're talking about the Prince of Darkness here.
He didn't say yes, but he didn't quite dump me either. I was foolish to confess to him like that, but he brushed it off gracefully and pretended like everything was fine. It's hard to say if he succeeded or not, I suppose. He shot down her relationship drama, but that didn't seem to deter her much. I'm sorry to have shown up unannounced.
Oh no, please feel free to come back anytime. That is, assuming that you bring more of those scrumptious wasabi macaroons for us to enjoy. Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to stay longer? There's no rush. No, I'd better not. I
home so I can tell Dad the big news and start studying.
Huh? I'll be back. Next year, I'll be a student of Ame no Kiseki, just like you. Dear Mom in Heaven, at this wonderful academy where you and Dad first met, your daughter has found the love of her life, just like you.
Happen on August 31st? Oh, 831 day.
3 burgers for the price of one at the mall. But why would you bother bringing that up?
No, that's not it! That day's way more important than some stupid burger deal. I seriously don't know what I'm talking
Was
about!
that the day when Malaysia became independent from England?
If I recall, Jack the Ripper's first murder was on that day also. That must be what she means, right?
You gotta be kidding me! Big birthday!
All right. You were talking about the birthday of the 17th Roman Emperor Commodus, weren't you?
Let's not jump to conclusions. Caligula, the 3rd Roman emperor, was born on that day as well.
I can't help but think that you guys are doing this just to get on my nerves. Who cares about some dead Roman guys? It's my birthday, okay? Mine! But you know what? I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, why would anyone remember my birthday, right? I mean, it's not like I haven't been bringing it up every single chance I have for months now. Funny, huh? I know I don't seem like it, but I'm a Virgo. For the record, my birthday is on August 31st. I always finish my summer assignments early instead of waiting to the last minute. Why, you ask? Because August 31st is my birthday and I don't want to miss out on any of the fun. Hanako Miyame's birthday is August 31st. August 31st! Shut up! But I can't help it. I still want everyone to celebrate it. I don't need anything super extravagant like Sachi's party, just something. It's not too late yet. The stakes are high, but I gotta do what I gotta do! But it's kind of too late to just come out and say it. I need to drop a hint, but if I'm too subtle, they won't catch it. Hey, guys! You know how we have that cafeteria menu survey thing coming up? I think I'll request some more meat dishes, like charcoal grilled stuff.
Yeah! Grilled meat sounds awesome! Like Chateaubriand to me?
Chateaubriand, a recipe for a particular cut from the tenderloin of a cow weighing approximately 800
No
grams.
way! I'm talking about tongue! Tongue! Tongue? You're a fan of cow tongue? Yep, and I'm not talking about some regular cow tongue, but the perfect selection of prime cow tongue. Anyway, the point is that there would be specials at K's. So the menu would have A days and B days. A is normal sauce, and B is my favorite special sauce. So on A days, I'd say, my B day is coming soon!
Your B-day?
Yup, my B day is a big deal. I really look forward to it. But when I say it, it sounds funny, almost like it means something else.
I guess so, huh?
Hey, Honoka! Huh? What is it, Miyame? This has really been bugging me, but what was the name of that super good pinch hitter with the number 44? He was a foreign guy who used to play for the Tigers. Oh. I think I might have heard my father talk about him once. I think his name was Bass, wasn't it? That's right, it's Bass! And I heard that there's a really pretty girl who looks just like Bass in the class D. So you put them together, and it's Bass D. Huh? Hey, Miyame, are you alright? Yeah, I just had a nosebleed, that's all. But I'll be fine. I just need to take a little... Miyame, what? What is this? I confiscated it from Miyame because she was scribbling during class. In retrospect, it almost seemed like she wanted me to catch her, though.
Surrealism. How avant-garde.
That's not what I was thinking, but here, look. Subliminal stimuli. A message that's inserted in the flipbook is imprinted into your subconscious. In theory, it alters your thinking. Well, that's the idea, but its effectiveness is questionable.
That's an awful lot of effort. She really wants us to know it's her birthday, doesn't she?
It all makes sense now. I thought she'd been acting strange lately.
She should have told us instead of wasting her time like this.
Hey, since we know it means so much to her, we really should throw Kanako a nice party for her birthday.
That sounds like a good idea.
Not much choice in the matter. We can't have her depressed all the time.
Wait a minute.
Shouldn't we keep this a secret from her and make it a surprise party? It'll be more fun this way.
Hey, Kanako! The last day of vacation is coming up. Do you have anything planned yet?
On the 31st, you mean? No, I'm not doing anything at all. But why do you ask?
No, it's nothing. See you later.
Yes! Now I'm gonna get a surprise party for sure! I can see it now. On August 30th, late at night, they asked me to come out to the swimming pool, but don't give a reason why. Then, the moment they hands the clock point at 12, it happens. Beautiful girls in school swimsuits riding the pool at all times!
Happy birthday, Kanako. We didn't forget.
Let's have piggyback battles and touch each other a lot.
Be my partner.
Like that?
I see. So August 31st is Miss Miami's birthday, just in time for the end of summer break.
That's right. I had almost forgotten. But when I was walking through the courtyard, I saw the numbers 831 written in what must have been Kaneko's blood. Then I remembered.
Ken! That's right, Yonokuni-san. I agree. It's only natural to wish you were dead when everyone forgets your birthday and you're all alone. That being said, why don't we celebrate her birthday with the other members of Girls Dorm number 2?
Yes. And while we're at it, we can make it a surprise party. Kaneko. Sorry to interrupt, but do you have any plans for the last day of summer vacation?
On the 31st, you mean? I'm free, of course, but why? It's happening! The whole dorm is throwing me a surprise birthday party!
Miss Miami, I'll make a special exception and open up the public bath to you just for today.
Come now, everyone. It's only appropriate for us to celebrate Miyame's birthday in our birthday suits.
Oh, yes!
Come to think of it, August 31st is...
The day the Anglo-Russian Entente was signed in St. Petersburg in 1907.
Well, if you say so. But I was thinking more about Kana's birthday and not Russia so much. Why don't we invite Ayari Natsuru and my brother here to the mansion? Then we can all throw a surprise party for her.
I like that. If it's a party, I always say that surprises are best. Kaneko, blissfully ignorant, shows up in the courtyard. First, she falls into a booby trap. Classic. Then the shots ring out, and bam! Done.
You got the surprise part right, but I don't see how that's supposed to be a party.
Click. What? Do I have any plans for the 31st? Oh, no, I'm totally free! Shizu?
Kana, I'm sorry I didn't bake you a cake, but you can eat me instead.
Wait, don't eat her! I taste like strawberries! Eat me!
That's not fair. She has to save some appetite for me.
Not the carpet.
That isn't the delusion of a young girl. It's the delusion of a perverse old man.
Dear Mama in heaven, the end of summer is peering its head around the corner, and a new semester will be starting soon. I've heard word that the last day of summer vacation is the birthday of my troubled student, Miss Kanako Miyame. So, Mama, please celebrate my student's birthday in heaven with her dear brother, who died from Tchaikovsky syndrome. I'm certain she would love to have him here with her, so I must celebrate it in his stead.
It's party time!
On the 31st of August, I will be waiting at the church. P.S. If you don't mind, do you think you could bring Shidu and Shinoji with you when you come?
Yeah, don't think I'll be going to that one.
What's wrong? Now you don't want people to know it's your birthday?
Oh, very funny. And yes, for the record, I do get the irony that I couldn't get people to celebrate my birthday, and now I can't get them to stop. Putting Father Kane aside, I have Sachi, Ryukin, and Shizu all throwing parties for me. What a quandary. So many parties, so little time. Oh, goodness, I can't pick. I wish everyone would coordinate, like maybe stagger the party time so I could go to all of them, you know?
Well, first world problems, huh?
Indeed. Party drama is truly suffering.
Dear Mother in heaven, it looks like my birthday is going to be wild this year.
It's a special cake with some super special icing, but once you take a bite, you can never turn back. This is it, Yonokuni. It's the last day of summer vacation.
Dear Mother in heaven, August 31st, the day I've been waiting for, has finally arrived. And yet, nothing is really happening. Everybody asked me if I was doing anything today, but it's not like I got any party invitations or heard back from anyone after that. Well, there was that letter I got from Father Kane, and a flyer from Yuri Friends Monthly Magazine, but that's it. It's too early to give up hope yet, Kaneko, because this is how surprise birthday parties are supposed to work, right? For example, as I open the door to class, streamers and confetti fly everywhere. And what's that I hear? The birthday song? With my name?
Oh, good morning, Kanako.
Or it could happen in the middle of class. My friends come bursting out with a birthday cake. Or maybe not.
Okay, that's it, ladies. This year's summer course is finally over.
Oh. Something isn't right. I I mean, today is August 31st, isn't it? It's gotta be. Maybe they use the Julian calendar instead of the Gregorian calendar here at Ame no Kiseki. Yes! No, Kaneko, keep the dream alive. As soon as I get back to my room, it's gonna be cute girls and confetti for sure. Okay, as soon as I enter the cafeteria, it's gonna be cute girls and birthday songs for sure. Okay, as soon as I enter the public bath, it's gonna be cute girls mostly naked and pictures for sure. What's wrong? I thought I was gonna have a surprise party, but no one's even told me happy birthday. Why not? What now, Kaneko? Are you so sad and desperate that you're going to Father Kane's party at the church? No, not in a million years. Oh, but I got that flyer. Maybe I should go to that Yuri magazine event in Tokyo. If I leave now, maybe I can still make it on time. But is that what you really want, Kaneko? Dear Mother in Heaven, what should I do? I just want love. Oh, I know. If nobody wants to throw me a surprise party, then fine. I'll just have to surprise them instead. I'm going to hide inside the public bath as soon as everyone starts coming in.
What the hell are you doing on the floor in a public bath?
Maria!
What's the matter? I thought you had so many friends celebrating your birthday today that you didn't know what to do.
Leave me alone. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, so I'm having a hard time deciding which party to go to first, okay? What's this? Wait, don't do it!
That's why I told you not to do it! Are you all right?
I would never have guessed that the girls' dorm had a hidden underground lair like this. It's a birthday surprise.
Wow, just what I always wanted. What the hell is this? I can't enjoy my birthday party with my friends, and now I'm stuck in some stupid cave soaking wet with Maria. Not a single happy birthday or anything from anyone. This sucks.
You suck. Would you stop blaming others for your problems for once? Besides, it's your fault that you have to spend your birthday alone anyway.
Yeah? What did I do wrong?
Sachi asked you first. But even though you told her you were free today, you said the same thing to everyone else who asked you too. One after another. How's that?
I was just...
And the invitation from Father Kane? I understand that he's not exactly the person you want to spend your birthday with, but he still wanted to celebrate it with you out of the kindness of his heart. And you didn't even bother responding to his letter, did you? Aren't you ashamed? Father Kane could be waiting for you at the church right now. A party hat on his head, a confetti cracker in his hand, streamers ready to fly, genuinely concerned and honestly wishing you a happy birthday. What's so funny, huh? You've trampled on Father Kane's goodwill. You treated your friends like crap and you still complain. When this is the way you act, you have no right to complain when your birthday doesn't turn out like you wanted.
All right, fine. As soon as I get out of this place, I'll go to the church and apologize to Father Kane. Then I'm going to the Yuri event in Tokyo before it closes.
At least she has her priorities straight.
No way. It's that stupid seaweed that keeps showing up.
So it seems.
Wait, but when it gets wet...
All that hot water from the back goes right to the huge pile of exploding seaweed down here.
What's it doing here?
Let's work on Kaneko! This should buy some time.
Hide!
Damn, it's a dead end.
Wait, what's that? It feels like I've seen this somewhere before. Oh no, are you kidding me?
No harm in inserting a coin, don't you think?
A coin?
I'm Ringo, the helper and a pinch character for the day, a.k.a. the blazing wind of the battlefield. Ringo, ready for launch!
I don't know how a gun will help against seaweed.
That's his problem, not ours.
Thank you, Ringo. You were very helpful. I swear, I'll make it out of this place alive. I have to apologize to Father Kane after all.
Kaneko.
Oh, what is it now?
It would appear to be that adorable little pet of yours, Holic. I think it wants to cuddle.
Okay, this time it's seriously your fault.
I don't know. Perhaps it simply grew with all the love you gave it.
Either way, looks like I'm up. Let me handle this one. Come on, Matsurica!
Maria!
Don't worry about it, okay? Just go! But hurry!
All right, but don't you dare die on me. I'll go and get help right away, all right? This will lead back to the surface.
This is your special day, so we just like to say it's happy birthday for Kiame. And that's all there is to say.
Is this my surprise party?
We found out everyone was planning a party for you at the same time, so my brother suggested that we come together and make it a super party. So thank him.
Is that true?
I was afraid that doing this might spoil you a bit too much. But hey, your birthday only comes once a year, right?
Thanks, Maria.
Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful birthday, Kaneko. And I know it isn't much, but here's a present from me.
Dear Mother in heaven, it doesn't look like I'll be finding the love of my life anytime soon. But I'm not sad, and I'm not lonely, because I've met so many people who are dear to me here at Aminoki.